Welcome, family. I'm back. Welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Um, Make sure y'all. I gotta stretch. Excuse me. Make sure the bell's lit, so y'all be the first ones get my powerful live stream or video. Check the description box. Um, Add my links throughout social media, my hashtags. Share this stream. Thank you very much important. Also, um, I do have PayPal account, also Super Chat. So anybody want to donate, feel free. And we'll wait some more people. Let's get it on. So I'll be right back. I'm back. I do something. Wait for some more people to come in. No, it's kind of slow tonight, but I'd be patient. Yeah. Um. hmm. Most likely, in a few minutes, I'll probably like say a few things um for before I set up the panel. So waiting. Oh, raw honest tea. I'm good. If you want to get on the panel, let me know. It's up to you. Diane DeBoer, thanks for coming. You know, we're gonna talk about things, and I ain't gonna be like, um, okay, there ain't gonna be like specifically, or you want to talk about the live that I did in the past. You can do that too. Hold on, I'm gonna send the link. Yeah, from now on, like anybody that want to get on, I'll put it out there. You want to get on, just let me know. Um, your link should be coming any second now. Raw honesty. No, I was thinking about doing a solo. Oh, there you are.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
That's good to hear. How's my sis doing? In San Diego. I haven't heard seen her in a while.
I know I haven't spoken to her. She's been super busy. She had a lot of stuff going on. We were supposed to get together this weekend. Hopefully, I could speak to her tomorrow. You know,
Okay, when you speak to her, tell her I said I miss her. Tell her to say hi for me.
I will. I will.
Yeah. I didn't.
Hi, J Lantern 09. How are you? Diana the Bull. Hello, love. We so glad you're still with us. Amen.
And I just want to commend you, sister. You know, you've been through a lot lately, and you keep on going. And thank you so much, because we need your presence.
Yeah, do what I can. I do what I can. I'm tired though, bro. I'm tired.
Yeah, I know. It's not easy. It's not easy. Oh, Diane, I supposed to get it tonight, but I wasn't. I was not feeling good at the time. So early in the morning, I'm gonna get up and get it, and then I'm gonna bring it back. And most likely, I'm gonna do a early. I might do an early morning live, and you might see my god kids in the chat. Never know. Might.
Oh, that's dope. So
Yeah.
what happened on your lives today?
I ain't that happen.
Oh, okay. No, I just heard about some craziness. I didn't know if it was in your chat or what. I'm
Oh
just
no
trying to
no
see.
no no no! Oh no! It wasn't my chat.
Oh, all right. We'll talk about that later then. I don't want to, what I'm saying, put people out there like
It
that.
wasn't my chat. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, I can't say it was crazy, but yeah, we talk about it. We talk about
Yeah, we
it.
got about it later.
We
Yeah.
talk about it after, but it wasn't my chat. But we was but the chat that the live that we did talking about two men. Well, it was really one man got hanged, in the Bronx. The one in Brooklyn happened like a few years ago.
Mhm.
And also we was talking about that. We also were talking about black woman also getting hanged with the kids
Mm.
and stuff. And also a lot of people don't know about this, but I do. Matter of fact, I did a book report in high school a long time ago. This it was actually black veterans was actually getting hanged, black man and black woman
You know your thing says you off air.
off air.
The hangout says off air.
How?
Says you off air.
I'm on live. I see you.
The hangout says off air. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat and I turned the sign up. I hear it, but on the screen of the hangouts it says off air. Whatever. Whatever that's all about. All these apps been acting stupid lately.
Yeah, I know.
Don't push us cause we close to the edge.
Yeah. I'm not trying to lose my head.
Yeah.
Right, man. I'm trying like but we was talking about a lot of things there, and it was a pretty good tennis live. Um, I was saying what I need to be said, and and I think that we need to pay more attention. I'm not saying dwelling about lynching, but we was talking about we should change the way of thinking how we travel, and we should travel in groups.
No, we should travel with guns.
Guns in groups, yeah, travel guns in groups.
Not
But
even in groups because it's just ridiculous. The thing of it is, most of us don't utilize our Second Amendment right to bear arms.
yeah, but
Not legally, anyway.
right, but there are some states they even trying to stop that, especially in our community.
Yeah, well, the the advice would be get them legal while you can. Stock up,
Yeah,
stockpile.
I agree. I think every option. I think people we need to take every accessible option as can. It shouldn't be like just a few options. I believe that. I totally agree with that.
Because the reality is, I don't know about you. I refuse to let anybody make me feel like I have to travel with a whole bunch of people to be safe. That's crazy.
Now it don't make me feel that way, but I feel that one.
It's a hindrance.
I feel like we try our numbers and be safe, and then at the same time being on, but we have some on us that could be protective and then stuff like that, and so
That's true, but I mean, the reality is they've killed us in groups too.
okay,
I mean, I don't. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to, what I'm saying, hate on nothing that she's saying. I mean, I get the
no,
principle,
no,
and
I
I
don't
get.
think that at all. No, I don't think that at all. I just I put it like this. I think every set of measure we should take. Anything is good. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, every and anything, and Anarchy 99 and that whole gambit too. Yeah. Boy, excuse me. You don't. Hello, I'm back.
Hello. That's the youngest one.
Yes.
Uh,
He's 100% boy. Always into something. I tell you. But yeah, it's just sad. I mean,
Good evening,
I
Brad. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Everything you said, I do. I really do. I'm in alignment with that. And so
JC, you just sound down, baby, and I think it's because you've been talking about a lot of down topics. I need you to get back to your bubbly self.
no. No, no, I'm just tired.
Oh, okay.
I'm just tired. I get into it. Trust me, I get into it. You know me. And look, I have to understand that. And if I take issues like that, it's not gonna be popular in our community, but it needs to be told. So also each of us could be informed. So it's okay. I'm good. We're gonna talk. Like I said, any live that y'all like, y'all want to talk about that inspire you. Feel free. Go ahead. Let's go. I'm fine. Yeah.
I know. I just don't want certain things to just weigh down on you because this is a topic that you know what I'm saying. I don't know if we'll ever solve. Like, I,
Now I get what you're saying, but I feel that it needs to be talked about, needs to be informed, and so long as I feel, if I put, yeah, yeah, me too, guy. So if I put it out there, it is out there and everything, and so I feel good today. I talked to my older brother, and it was real good. I talked to all my god kids, all of them. And then it was a great conversation. They said we got to see you more. And one of them they said, they see what I do. Hey, what's up, Poetic Cows? If you want to get on the panel, let me know. Let me know. It's up to you. And and they said we love you. And I said, I know you love me. No, no, we need you. We love you. We appreciate you. And it was good to hear that. And
You a
it
good
was,
brother, so you know what I'm saying. Of course they do.
yeah. Sometimes you hear that. Sometimes, but it's cool. It's cool and everything. I'm happy. I'm good. I really is good. I'm looking forward for this live tonight. I'm really looking for the line because I want to have fun tonight. I want to joke around. You have me joke. I could tell you one thing. When I took out the garbage, it was a man was dancing. And I know it probably would not be funny. He had one app. He had one leg, like kind of amputated. The plastic,
Uh huh.
and he trying to spin, and he fall and bust his ass. And it was funny, but it wasn't funny. I shouldn't laugh at it. The thing came off and rolled.
You a mess.
I say, you need help. You need some help. And people started laughing. I said that, and so I helped him up. I said, you all right? Hey, my doggone leg be here. Yeah, here's your leg. You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. And he was like dancing, like trying to spin. Homie, you can't spin on that leg, homie. And you spin trying to spin because where's the my mailbox is like on a hill. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you trying to spin on the hill and you miss a spot. Some gonna give you. And you roll down everything. Monique Hill, that's good. How you feel, sis? How you doing? And so, good evening to you, sis. Anybody want to join the panel? Let me know. Feel free, and I'll be glad to get you on. And it was like funny. I helped them up, and I prayed to God. I said, God, I'm sorry, but it was funny though. He got mad. Why you getting mad at the world? You the one spent.
I'm as I cannot.
You did it. I ain't tell you to spin. I wouldn't spin. I just do my little two step. Hey, yeah. You remember the song Sunshine?
Mhm.
There's that song. And you remember the breakdown part going to instrumental?
No, sing it for me.
Cause sunshine. Dun, 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 dun. Sunshine. You know this song. Well,
Mhm.
anyway, when it
I'm
stopped,
younger. I'm way younger than you. You know.
yeah. So when he tried to spin off when he hit instrumental, that's when he fell. I
I
said,
bet.
I said, wow. 8 days a week.
I bet.
I said, yo, I ain't no. And then so he was hitting the ground like, motherfucker. You get mad at the ground the world for you the one spin. Trying to do a half spin, you can't do no half spin. That leg ain't going nowhere. That leg is say, listen, yeah, you know you can't do that spin no more. So you just do your two step. The thing fell off, you know.
You so silly. Um, I see you enjoyed that video that I put up earlier.
Yeah,
I'm sure that made you laugh a little bit too.
yeah. I said, you know, Roy. I said she's a fool. Yeah, I enjoy that. I enjoy that. Yeah, I enjoy that. Yeah.
Child. Little boy, if you do not stop.
Uh-oh.
He all right. He just doing some water play.
Oh, oh, Stills BB Scratch said hello to you. Well,
Hi, Silks. I said hi to her in the chat. I had popped
oh,
in to
okay.
type a little bit. But I'm just gonna chill out with you for a few little more minutes until you get somebody on the panel because my son is doing the most and I need to lay
Okay.
him down.
Well, okay. Black Honest, what's good? What's good, family? Thanks, good. Anybody that's want to join the panel, feel free. Let me know, and you be glad to get on, cause she has to deal with her youngest son, and you know,
Yeah, but I
she
don't want to
has, she
leave you
has,
hanging.
she has to do her thing
Yo, did you go see the Avengers? Are you planning to go see the Avengers?
next week.
Yeah, me too. I heard it's lit. Oh my god, I can't wait. I heard it's a lot of tear jerking moments though.
Yeah. Some of my godkids went to see it. They said it's pretty good.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Yo, when I tell you, I love the Marvel verse. I am such a little Marvel Comics, DC Comics geek all my life. Like,
Really?
yes. And I've watched every single Marvel movie, every single Marvel show ever. So this is
What?
gonna be epic. Yes, I'm that girl that'll be there. The whole movie theater will be empty, and I'll be sitting there like, nope. I know they about to have a clip. I know they about to have a clip.
Yeah. I was never really into like comic books or Marvel comics. I was that into like sports. See, most of my friends in New York, they was into sports, but they love comic books. They like to go to the Marvel comics. I don't know, I had knowledge, but I didn't like until like I said about maybe 15 years ago. I started to really get into it and stuff.
You never went to Comic Con at the Jacob Javits Center?
I went there once,
Wow, you missed out, homie. Dope stuff.
and I was forced.
Really?
I didn't really care about my parents. Listen, it was my mother. She at the time she was petitioners, and there was a lady that was part of that entertainment, and she had a free ticket. And mother said, "You gonna go?" I said, "Mom, I don't want to go to that. I like to play ball. You know, like that. Boy, you know you go. You bet." I said, I'm gonna go." So I ended up going, and it was pretty good.
I'm like, no, sir, you gotta lay down. Stop being cloudy. Sorry, multitasking.
That's they. He want his mama.
Exactly. Let me
Okay. Thank you.
sorry, I had the wrong. Yeah, I love you.
Love you too.
Call me in the morning. We'll chat.
Got you.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. There goes the black butterfly herself, raw honesty. Um, on tonight it could be any topic tonight. So it could be any topic tonight. It could be about sex. It could be about people acting stupid on YouTube. Talk about your cousin, get drunk and stuff like that. Or they trying to smoke crack and they acting stupid. It could be anything. Ah, You know. So it could be somebody that 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 they could walk and bust their ass. You know what I'm saying? And then some because there's some people they be on a influence and they be walking, they fall and everything. And they tell the floor, you make me fall. No, fool, you smoke too much and you make yourself fall. So stuff like that. Yeah. One time, oh, let me tell you one time. Wait for some more people. You want to get on. Get on the panel. Feel free. It was one time I was shopping. It was like about 3 years ago. There was this lady. I think she was on. I don't know. She was on something, and she had her bag. She was just dumping food up in there. Then she thought she was going to. Well, she said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm going to meet my husband. Where your husband at? He's right here. And they said, "You hug no, I don't know her." And and then he said, "Well, you need to put that fruit back." And one of the people was getting ready. They said, "Listen, if we buy the fruit and everything, will you leave out the store?" I ain't stole no fruit. That's my fruit. I got it from yesterday. No, shoot, she told me about got it from yesterday. And I was laughing so bad. She was saying, "Get off my bag. That's my fruit. I got it from you." So they said, "But we see you pick some fruit up and stuff like that." That was not me. That must be a ghost or something. That was not me. And then she stuck. Why are you picking on me? I was dead. I am homeless and stuff like that and everything. I said, how the hell she said she homeless and everything? I remember she dropped her bag and then she dropped her bag, her bank card fell out. So I was saying, she couldn't be all that homeless, and she had a platinum Visa card. I didn't understand. So I looked at her like that, like, "Yeah, what's going on here?" And I was laughing and everything. It was funny. And they say if you put it back, we're not calling the cops on you. Well, then she went and put it back, everything. So you gonna make me put back the fruit that I got yesterday? I said, "It's crazy, man." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I'm telling you, yeah. I like laughing. I was like, "Yo, get out of here." And I just walked to the bus. I ain't buy that much stuff, so yeah, man. I walked to the bus, man, and come to find that she ended up taking the same bus and not that's all. And yeah, tell them on the bus and everything. They make me put back the fruit that I bought yesterday. Well, yesterday was Friday and today is Saturday. So what is you? I said, "Oh." And before I went to food shop, I went to got me some Wendy's. It was so funny, y'all. I ain't had no Wendy's like by maybe another 2 or 3 hours. It was so funny. I said, "Oh, that's these people." Oh yeah, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Just for your TV. Thanks for coming. I haven't seen you in a while. Gab Talk Me, always a blessing. The voice for our community. Thanks for coming. Jethan, oh nah, I hope I pronounce it right. Good looking out for the lights. Smash the like button. If you want to donate, it's in the part just post it up in there, and also I have a super chat also to donate. So feel free if you want. Yeah, yeah, chillax, and that's what we gonna do, man. We gonna have some fun tonight, man. We gonna have some fun. People crazy out here. Yeah, I can tell you, I can tell y'all some stories, boy. God damn, underrated, you crazy. Yeah, I've been around some, I've been around some people, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, But it was great lives all throughout the week. She stayed asleep. Gab, I put myself in. Rez, the bad guy, he did some. He always do some good lives and stuff today. I mean, and other people too. Yeah. So me, she do great. You do great lives. Raining Woman, great lives. The Grinch, God, P, great lives. Yeah. So, but I develop a chop it up series on the Darkest Roundtable. I want y'all to check that out. It's in the archives. I did Poet and Cows. I did Tony Smith. A few days ago, I did Silk BB Scratchy. I did her. Did Tony Smith. Oh yeah, and I did a few months ago with Malik too. That was a chopper too. That was a chopper too. But well, I ain't called chopper so. But did a few things and everything. Like I said, wait for some more people to come in on. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so anybody that missed the live that we did, me and Muhammad the one did, we was talking about lynching. The lynching in the lynching in the Bronx. Yeah, it was man's got lynched in the Bronx about a few days ago, day before yesterday. I want y'all to check that out. And also, I read an old story about a man, black man, got lynched in Brooklyn, in Marine Park, Brooklyn. That's around like white area and stuff, like different Europeans and stuff. Also, we did talk about lynching, black woman getting lynched with a son and other kids, and I mean their family. Also, we also talked about they listed they also black veterans was getting lynched, man and women getting lynched too. That was a very good live we did, and we find solutions. We just have to understand um that it's still going, family. So yep. Mhm. Oh, you leaving, Silks? So, but and most likely in the near future I would do hip hop. I think in the '90s, I believe part two. Okay, and so that's crazy. And we're gonna mm, no problem. And so while we wait for somebody that want to get on, again, feel free if you want to get on, feel free. But I will gonna talk about. Well, if I could talk about this until anybody get on, it's message, message, and some of us as people, and I ain't talking about the ones in the chat that we like to listen to certain ones that sound good instead of listen to what they saying. And there are some that you know what they saying, but there's no action. There's no substance there. There's no sincere there. Message. Then also we see some that like to brag what they do. They want to put themselves out there, and they bunch of fakers, character hoppers. Message. Then you got some that is all about themselves. They don't care how they sound. They don't care what phrases they use, but they put it. They make sure that they put that falsify about themselves out there. They don't rely on their life experience, so they want to make it up and make sure that so they could stay out, so they could stand out. And come to find out, when you see them, Jaquel, I would like you to get on the panel in a few minutes. And then when you find out who they are, when you call them out, they want to get mad. Message. Then you got some. They always talk about everybody else, and come to find out they want to brag. And okay, no problem. So they want you to get better, and so they want to share with only they feel comfortable with. They said they sociable, but they not. So they don't have the skills. And that's all they know. Message. Then you got some. They read books, but they don't read the whole book. They just take a little snippet up there and make it seem that's part of their life. And come to find out they wasn't built for it. So they start making up stuff that kind of find that it doesn't fit their criteria, that what they really all about, their character all about. Message. Then you have some that be in these organizations in our community, always knocking us down, but they want to play, they want to be on the devil's table so bad. They would sell their soul to get ahead. And they will do whatever it takes. But see, when they realize when that person's finished with them, they none but statistic. Message. Then you got some on social media. They put lies on them, what they all about. and they have association bigging them up, and you know all that is a lie. So they start falling on each other narrative, and they fooling people. They are feminists. They are frauds. Rotten seeds in our community. These are the ones keep on passing on this this forcefully of their mouth what they saying. And we don't, if we do not have our authentic listening, and our eyes got to be real clear. So what they do, we will be fooled. But the like-minded ones will not be fooled. We will see for what it is. Message, message, message. Let's create our own truthful message. And the ones that are passing on forcefully, let's call them out. And let's understand that only the true information, we will follow it and we will benefit for us, especially for ourselves and do our people. So it's just a little something that I want to pass out. So um so I hope they'll take that, and you take heed to that, please. Gotta take that, do it. Very important. Yeah. I'm glad you're here. That'd be greatly appreciated. It really is. Yeah, you gotta stand your own truth. Yeah. Always do whatever you can to improve the truth. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, I send it back. So also we could talk about music too. And I understand this too, family. If you have a disagreement or there's something that if you don't get along with that person, make it up. Please. Do whatever you can to make it up because you never know. That might be the last time you see them or see each other. So, my brother, the one and only, how you feel? I'll wait till he unmute his mic. Rockwell, you can,
Yo,
yeah.
I'm cool. You caught me. I'm in the middle of riding my bike, yo. Like I'm trying to get me some exercise in the late night. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool though, man. How y'all?
Man, you better be careful, man.
No, I'm cool, man. I'm trying to get my workout in, man. I'm getting old, bro.
Okay. So how you feel tonight?
Man, I could be better and I could be worse, so I can't complain about nothing. I can't complain about nothing, man. I just heard they had somebody got lynched in New York and all that. Man.
Yeah, man. But black man in the Bronx got lynched about day before yesterday, man.
That's horrible, man. That like I saw you do it live earlier today, but they had a battle rap event, man. My mind was in like 85 different directions today, man. I ain't lying to you, bro.
Yeah, it's so people have to understand it not just happened in the South, it happened in certain parts of USA too. And it's been like this for a long time. Yep, and there was another one. Well, this was old. This was like a few years ago in Brooklyn, New
Those are
York.
people always assume that it's just a southern thing, man. They got sundown towns in the north. I noticed, man.
I
Like
told
back when
you.
I was in days, man, when I used to battle rap and stuff like that, going up north and on the East Coast, man, there was a lot of places that you couldn't be around after like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, like Fort Greene Park in Brooklyn. That's one of the places that had the Civil War. You know how many bodies there are underneath? I told people that pull up Fort Greene Park in Brooklyn. They had this little this tall statue out there, and in the hill, there's a lot of bodies in there, man.
Man,
Underneath.
that's crazy. Like, don't just automatically assume, you know what I'm saying, just because like the Civil War happened that the South lost the war. The South didn't lose the war. You know what I'm saying? We still living into mental slavery till this day. Abraham Lincoln ain't really free nothing. When you go to jail, they don't call you a slave no more. They just call you a criminal. So yeah, like eyes open, yo.
In Wall Street, where they at underneath Wall Street, there are African bodies under there, bones.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's how they got the name Wall Street. That was the first place where Africans landed before they stopped the transatlantic slave trade, before they started breeding us into this country. That's where we was auctioned off at on Wall Street. We was the first bonds and stocks of this country.
Do you know, family, that Wall Street has a excuse me, has an investment of people getting locked up. They have stock in it, family. Building jails, building federal jails, building city jails, building state jails.
What's the topic for tonight, bro? I just saw you was on live. I didn't even keep the topic on. I ain't been on them for a while.
No, 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 ain't no specific topic tonight. No. Ain't
Oh,
no,
what's happening, bro? What's happening? All right, homie. But yeah, my fault. I didn't know what the topic was. I just showed you. I just saw you was on live,
it's any
man.
it's any topic tonight. I'm not, yeah. Yeah, it's any topic tonight. So, but I know I was reading somebody else chat. You know, there's a Russian plane flew over the White House.
Makes sense to me. I mean, this is the same country that knew the coordinates in which they was gonna bomb Pearl Harbor, and they did nothing to prevent it. So that don't surprise me at all.
But there's no other. But before this, it was never a foreign plane. It was never a foreign plane flew over White House. Never.
Again, that really doesn't surprise me. Trump has so many ties to the Russian people. His wife from Russia. He got one of his first Trump towers in Russia from one of the Russian mobster, mind you. Like none of that surprises me at this point. It really doesn't.
Yeah. So yeah, I know. I figure that. But I tell them people, y'all vote. The ones who voted for Trump, that's what y'all get. You got foreign. You got foreign. You got foreign. Fly them while they get out of here.
Now I put it to y'all like this, man. Just vote locally and vote statewide because voting nationally, like as far as like a president or something like that, y'all ain't gonna have no power unless y'all have a financial responsibility to fund a candidate. If y'all not gonna fund no candidate, y'all not gonna see no changes, yo. Y'all wonder why the gays got like no disrespect to the gay people, but this is all fact. The reason why the gay people got so much power and how they got so many rights and stuff now, because they politically funded Barack Obama, so where they could do whatever the hell they want now. We don't do that behind a candidate that could stand for us. If y'all want reparations, fund somebody. I guarantee you, y'all get reparations. I promise y'all. Promise you.
Well, I can tell you this. The
Because
right.
if you leave a paper trail and you show that you funded somebody politically, they literally have to answer your demands when you put money down on them every time. Like the reason why Trump is under so much fire is not so much as the Russian prostitutes or the Russia collusion thing. It's more so that the wall isn't built up. That's where all the heat coming from because he didn't deliver on his promise to pull the wall up. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah. I'll tell you though. Oh, what's your football team?
Oh, my football team, man, I'm in Louisiana, bro. You know I'm a Saints player all the way.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, how to say
they
how the Saints did
we
in the NFL draft.
huh?
How the Saints did in the NFL draft.
It could have been worse and it could have been better. We got a center, which is something that was of positional need, but it ain't about my team. My team is straight. What the hell are the Giants doing?
Man, listen, we ain't gonna man. I don't know. I tell you one thing. This is not good.
Y'all literally have to get rid of Gettleman. He is destroying y'all legacy, man. You remember whenever that blue, white, and red used to mean something?
Man, listen,
Y'all had
you got
came through.
to
Y'all had T came through there, and for Gettleman to come down there and make bonehead decisions like that to
listen.
get somebody. He basically drafted another Eli Manning. That's disgusting.
Yeah, but this, now there's some talk that the Mannies had play a big role for that because the Mannies was like they were they was in this. I heard he was in a camp, and then that's what it is. But see, this is what I'm saying. Like this though, you pass up a number 6, Haskins. Ohio State played better competition. He threw 50 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions.
Exactly my point.
He won big games. Ohio State always played big games. He won most of them. And then you gonna have this man, listen, man.
That's all facts, homie. I can't even sit up there and debate on out.
And then y'all could have got an excellent pass rusher. Y'all pass on that. But
I put it like this, man. When the last time the Giants had a black franchise quarterback?
I could tell you. I could tell you when Geno Smith started one game in 2017. That's it.
he not on the roster no more. So they really didn't have no plan. That's just them trying to adhere to the Mickey Rooney rule to where you gotta have at least a black quarterback on your roster so the other black like people like Kaepernick can shut up about it. You see
No,
what
no,
I'm saying? Like this is
no.
horrible.
I can tell you what happened. Eli Whitney was, I mean, Eli Manning was hurt at that time, and they couldn't find no other black. I mean, they couldn't find no other backup quarterback. So they had to take Geno Smith. But part of it you say is right, but I'm just saying they had to take him, and he started one game, and that
This is
is
gentleman is about to start a franchise, yo.
you let Beckham go. So that means y'all gonna run Saquon Barkley. I hope he don't get hurt and run down. You still gotta fix your defensive line. Cause that shot. I like, but I tell you, one team got better. Down low is the Jets. Yep.
I get it back, please. Nah, man, you good. You good, man.
Yep. The Jets did pretty good. Hello? So we gonna wait till we get back and everything, but um I tell you, I can't wait for the NBA draft. That's gonna be interesting. But anybody that want me um talk to
Oh, yo, man, my fault, man. I was in the store, like, this the last black-owned store we got in my town, you know what I'm saying? I was just showing love to the OGs that's in the store. My fault, y'all. All right, OG, y'all have a nice night, fellas. All right.
wait till he get back on. Um
Man, like, real talk, like, how the hell are y'all, man? It's been so long that I've been able to connect with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot going on with me, so I've been falling back off of YouTube for a minute. So how the hell y'all doing, man? Y'all, everybody good? JT, you good?
yeah, I'm good, man. Big bro's doing yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all
That's what's up. That was up. Shout out to Tony Smith. I saw you shouted me out, man. After that, whoever just said peace to me, peace to y'all, peace to everybody in the chat. I love y'all all as always. You know what I'm saying? Somebody pull up. Somebody else pull up. Still pull up. I saw the live you did the other day. That was lit. That was lit. Salute.
right. Mm. Yeah.
Speaking of which, you hear me pretty good?
Huh?
You can hear me pretty good?
I can't hear you.
You can hear? All right, that makes sense. All right, my fault, bro. I'm I got my wireless headset there. Maybe that's why you can't hear me. So I'm waiting till I get to the crib before I start talking again.
Okay. Yeah, so I might have the morning live, early morning live, depends. So yeah.
Little boy, that's you, bro? What's happening, boy? Already. My fault, man. Why is everybody so quiet? What is wrong with y'all? Something's wrong with everybody. Y'all quiet as hell, man.
I don't know
What
what's
day
going
is it?
on. I don't know. The chat seem quiet. I don't know. I try to invite people on chat on thing.
Y'all, wow, y'all bugging out right now, man.
Come on, put some life into something. Yeah, yeah, but the Giants, man, I like.
The Giants really messed me up with the quarterback that they drafted, man. That y'all let Odell Beckham go. Y'all still managed to keep Eli Manning. It's like, why? I was confused at that point. Didn't y'all just get rid of like Landon Collins or somebody like that?
Yeah. And you know Atlanta Collins at?
I think he in Washington, ain't it?
Well, he in Washington, and the quarterback that they supposed to get, he's in Washington too.
That's horrible, man. Gettleman is really about to destroy that franchise. There's nowhere in the world that a general manager is supposed to be that slow. There's nowhere in the world that's supposed to happen. How you trade some of your best assets to people that's in your division, let alone your conference? Y'all got rid of Eli Apple. Eli Apple had a pretty decent season when he came to the Saints.
Because
Y'all
because
got rid of
because they
like
better because they better with the Manning family. I'm telling you.
it really looked like Archie Manning and Peyton Manning is running that franchise. There's
Yeah.
no other way around.
And
Y'all got rid.
you know the quarterback that they got. You know in big games he's 5-17.
Man, that's crazy. And what really makes me so mad about that situation, y'all got a really great running back in y'all roster. Y'all going not y'all, but that franchise is gonna kill that man. He gonna be the next Barry Sanders. He gonna retire before his prime is over with.
Yeah.
He too talented not to have that much talent around him. Odell Beckham was
You could have had. I'm gonna tell you. See, if I was a general manager, I would like this. I would get that quarterback from Ohio State, and I said, look, we got to grow him within 2 years. Eli Manning, this is it. We got.
it's no nobody go confuse that Dwayne Haskins shouldn't have been there, and the rest of their picks should have been on trying to bolster up their offensive line. Because now I'm not going to sit there and blame Eli Manning for everything. A lot of it has to do with the left tackle.
No, no, no,
Y'all left tackle.
no. I'm talking about the draft. I understand what you say. You're right. I'm talking about the draft. The draft got a whole lot to do with the Mannings.
Oh, I definitely agree because again, they still is nowhere in the world that you go draft somebody out of Duke, somebody that played in the ACC, which is pretty much non-factor in NCAA football. The ACC is a basketball conference, not football. How the hell y'all skip over somebody like a Dwayne Haskins? That goes beyond me.
Because like
That,
before that the one they picked, dude, he was in the man he's kept. But they sussy so he cannot make those throws. He overshoot people. He can't fit it in. Man, come on, man.
I mean, just look at that conference in itself. What competition? What level of competition has he faced for him to deserve to have, deserve to be? Excuse me, deserve to be a sixth round overall. I mean, a sixth pick overall, I should say. That makes zero sense to me. I still can't get it. I cannot get it. Whenever I saw they drafted him, I was like, wow, there's no way in the world this is real.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't even be mad if they would have tried to draft a receiver that could replace Odell Beckham productivity. Y'all drafted this quarterback that
no,
is still unproven on a collegiate level, let alone a college level. When you play in the NFL, man, listen, man, I didn't play semi-pro football, so when I play, I'm not even playing people that's not even in the NFL level. But I just know people that went to college that might have had an injury that hindered them, their talent was still crazy. So let alone the NFL level where you got top notch speed, top notch physicality, technique. You mean to tell me y'all go get somebody out of the Duke that's not even proven to win anything? That's still like that baffles me to like I really can't explain it. That's like spitting in my face.
right. But this is what I'm saying. Y'all could have because all that Beckham, y'all signed all this money. Y'all could have built. Y'all could have. Y'all saying you could have got that quarterback from Ohio State. He would have been on a rookie salary, right? Then you would have grew him. Then y'all could have really fixed up your offensive line and your defense. Then y'all be all right. Y'all win. Come on, man. Y'all win more. Y'all
That's
win more than 7 games. Y'all win more than 4 games.
yes, sir. And the crazy part about it is, I know football history. Giants won the Super Bowl with Eli Manning, and every time they won the Super Bowl, it was either eight and
Yeah,
eight or nine.
yeah, they
All
won.
like,
Yeah, they
bro, all y'all got to 9 games in the NFC East. The roster that they had could have been 8 and 8. All they was missing was just a piece away, which was quarterback. That's
man,
all they needed.
man.
That's
Listen,
all they.
all I'm saying, my brother, they fought. Yo, you know, and they see goes to show. See, but see, it's deeper. This situation is much deeper. No, it's much deeper. So I don't know if you can hear me or not. You got me on mute. Yeah, welcome, family. Welcome.
Bro, I was listening, man. I was transitioning right quick. My fault, yo. Give me like 3 more minutes, and I'm gonna be back on. Hold up.
So if people can say that the Giants are racial, I can't get mad at that. You know what I mean?
Bring that back one more time. Run that by me one more time, please.
Like if they said if the Giants do not, if they said they racial because they don't believe a black quarterback could start for their team, I can't get mad at that. I
I
can't.
can because that was the first thing that came out of the
No,
report.
you know why I said I can't get mad at that? Because it happened. They never have a black quarterback that started throughout this. throughout the correct throughout the franchise, throughout the years.
But this is what dispute that whole claim. Y'all had one of the arguably the best defensive player that ever came out of football in general. Y'all had Lawrence Taylor. That was a quarterback on the defense in itself. So y'all trying to tell me that a quarterback on the offense don't have the capability mentally to run an offense? That sickens me.
Well, well, I can
Till this day, another player that's like Lawrence Taylor. Till this day, I have never seen another Lawrence Taylor.
But see, it goes to show, brother, that there are some people do not believe in the black quarterback. And they can say all they want to, they can put all the spin that they want to, but in proof, to me, proof is in the pudding. And I'm born and raised in New York. That's Giant fan, but they are the only team that this is facts had never started an African American quarterback. And that's facts. Oh, but we start a linebacker. No, that don't count. We talking about quarterback. Quarterback. They never did.
Don't even, I mean, even when you put it as quarterback play, whenever the Giants won those two Super Bowls, that came on the back of the defense. So it's like, yo, like, what? Why are y'all investing all this money on Eli Manning whenever y'all defense granted y'all two Super Bowls whenever y'all played against Tom Brady? Why did they invest in so much, and why are they still banking on Eli Manning to deliver them to the promised land? That goes beyond me to this day. I don't get it.
No, this is what I'm saying. Eli, it looks like Eli ain't gonna retire no time soon. So we looking at like maybe 4 or 5 more years. And I'm saying like this: if they want to wait that long, I hope Saquon Barkley do not get run out. I'm just saying that you asking him, they give him the ball like 25 times again.
Facts.
Now you
Facts.
asking him to do 30, and this is going on his second year. Nah, I'm not
I
saying.
definitely agree with that because they gonna run this man pretty much ragged before he even hit. I mean, let's be real. Whenever you're a running back going into the NFL, your career is pretty much over by the time you hit 30. They about to ruin this man's chances of getting more money before he even reaches prime in the NFL. That's
Right.
sad.
At the same time about it, they're gonna try. And if they run him down, they're gonna run him down. Even if he hit his peak in I mean, even if he, hit his prime.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's crazy how just y'all, man. This is crazy to me, man. It is so crazy. Y'all, we gotta recognize our greatness, man. For them to abuse a brother like that with that talent, that's just a reflection that we all should take on a day-to-day basis to recognize how great we are.
Listen, man. The quarterback for Ohio State, 50 touchdowns, only 8 receptions, 70% completion. Could make any throw. They say he could make any pro throw. Oh, I'm just saying. Am I missing something?
Nah, maybe I'm missing something because last time I checked, I could have sworn this is the quarterback that broke Drew Brees' record, which is the all-time NFL leader in passing yards, passing touchdowns. To my knowledge, he broke Drew Brees' college football record. Now, you mean to tell me that he fell all the way to what, the 15th, 16th pick? And
Yeah.
then y'all let him fall into a division rival? Y'all let him go to the Redskins and y'all know y'all got to see them 2 times a year? That was the most dumbest move from the front office I ever seen.
And I'm telling you, it was a gift wrap to Washington. Because Washington did not expect him to go that low.
I didn't expect him to go that low. I thought, man, when I tell you, man, after Kyler Murray got drafted, I was like, yeah, he gonna fall to the Giants. Giants came up. When I saw they didn't pick him, I was like, wow. So then I was like, maybe he gonna go to the Dolphins. That didn't happen. I was like, what the? I was like, wow, yo.
You know why? You know why I know that he wasn't going to the Giants? Because I know the history.
Facts, facts. And you know what's crazy about that whole situation? If this is how I know it was a racial pick because they kept saying that they didn't know how he could acclimate himself into an offense. This man is in the most winningest college football franchise that we had in recent years besides Alabama. So what you mean that you don't know if he can adapt to an NFL type offense? That makes zero sense to me for one. And for two, y'all pretty much basically said that Michael Vick. Remember when Michael Vick got drafted? It was like he the quarterback that's gonna ruin the league. Now all you see is quarterback that's just like Michael Vick now.
But this is the thing, though. Haskins is a pocket quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's nowhere in the world that y'all should be the Giants should not have no team should have passed up on Haskins. This is the prototypical quarterback that every franchise should want. Point blank, period. And even that he's not as athletic as a Kyler Murray, he still got some escapability in the pocket.
He
So
had
there's nowhere in the world that y'all shouldn't have picked that man.
his up hit, his up slide is incredible. And I'm saying, and he played
Agreed.
bigger games. He played bigger games than the. Oh man, come on. I
Like
see
I
that.
said, man, that all that was racial to me, if you ask me. Anytime they start sitting up there and they start saying the reason why they didn't pick him because they didn't know how he could adapt to the NFL playbook, that's racial to me. That's like saying that black people, especially a black quarterback, if they say that, that's directly disrespectful to your intellect. That bothers me a lot.
You know, and watch how the media gonna try to cover. I said certain parts of me they gonna bring it like what we talk about. Watch majority of them they gonna try to cover up.
That man, that that's crazy to me. Now I still can't believe they gave up on Dwayne Haskins.
And John Crow, check this out though. You know what Haskins is originally from?
I think he's from Alabama, I believe, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
he's originally from Jersey.
Oh, okay, my fault, my fault, my
Haskins,
fault.
Haskins always was a Giant fan. His dream was playing against the Giants, play with the Giants. And y'all could have put people in the seats.
But they go pick somebody out of Duke. Duke is a basketball team. That's not a football team, man.
Hey, you know what, Doug? Look, hey, what they say? When you go white, you're always right.
That's what they said. If you brown, stick around.
So, and then Eli, they say Eli probably retire in the next 4 or 5 years. So that means, come on, man, nah.
Man, that's crazy, bro. That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Why would y'all invest in a quarterback that haven't won since they beat the Patriots, man? Like everybody in the NFC got better. So why wouldn't and it's blatantly right there that the main level of competition is that quarterback play. Wentz is in Wentz is there in Philadelphia. You got Dak Prescott, he's in Dallas. Now they got Dwayne Haskins in Washington. Are you serious? How y'all let that happen? How? I don't know, man. That shit is crazy. But yo, fill me on the brother that got lynched up in New York. Like I need to know more so about that. I couldn't really catch the whole live. I was back and forth whenever that shit was going on.
You the one got lynched?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a brother got lynched in the Bronx, New York, and he was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Wow. Please don't tell me they ruling that as a suicide. Please don't tell me they doing that game.
Exactly.
Oh my god, bro. That's
As a
disgusting.
suicide. Oh, you know about that. I ain't got to tell you. You know that.
That's completely disgusting, man. I don't. My prayers goes out to that man or lady. I don't know if it was a man or a lady, but my prayers to that family and all that. But that's sad, man. That's disgusting.
Oh, Muhammad's the one. Mom's one. Mom's one. Can you get on the panel for a few minutes and tell us this if you can?
Yeah, big bro. He from the Bronx, ain't it? If I'm not mistaken.
No, you talking about Eli now. I want to talk about Eli.
Oh, my
Um,
fault. My fault.
yeah, can you get on the panel? Just let me know. If you can't, I repeat what you put in the chat. Do you want to? If you I'm saying if you want to, I just okay, cool. Just stay right there. I'm gonna send to you right now quick. So after you say what to say, you can get off and get you some sleep, bro. Cause I want man, listen. And get well, people, the ones who left is going to be interesting. I will advise y'all to come back to the chat. Go ahead, bro. I see the link. Yeah, that's cool. Few minutes. That's what we want.
And salute to you, Silk. Salute to you. I enjoyed y'all live that y'all did together the other day, yo. Like I
Oh,
really enjoyed that. Salute.
there he is. Okay.
OG,
Peace.
what it do, OG?
All right, what it do, my brother? How you feel, baby? What's going
I'm
on?
good knowing that you all right, man. Anytime I know you and the OG's good, I'm good. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right,
You,
all
Okay.
I see you over there got that 19-year-old glow going on over there. All right, I'm gonna keep my women from around you, man.
Okay. Okay, the junior L Dub.
Okay, check this out.
Give us a 401 about Eli.
Okay, Eli had said they had approached him last year about training an incoming quarterback. He said, "I'm not doing that. I'm just here to play." And nobody spoke on it. So today, this one white radio host on the fan, he said, "Yeah, the Mannings kind of hate me because I had mentioned it and blah 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 blah, and they don't like me." And they said that he is a selfish dude. And I'm saying, yo, what kind of nonsense is that? Now, piggybacking on what you guys just said, now they drafted this quarterback, this dude from Duke. Now you saying he's gonna sit for 3 years?
I heard 5.
It's about 2 to 3 years. I heard 2 to 3 years as well.
Man, let me tell you
I
something.
heard 5.
Let me tell you
It
something.
could
I'm
it,
ready.
it could very well be 5 because I mean, how old is Eli? Like 36, 37?
Nah, he's 39. He'll be 39.
Right.
Okay, see, this is my issue with people like Drew Brees and Tom Brady. Don't get me wrong, they still producing, but now they extending lives to these doggone mediocre quarterbacks that could be the face of a franchise to where they could still be stealing checks and fucking over the franchise at the same time. Eli
True.
should not be with the doggone Giants right now. I think he would have went better with Jacksonville. They
They
should
should have
have
got
been
rid of him.
moved on.
They should have got rid of him 3 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Why they have value on them? They should have got rid of 3. But see, that's overdone with. But this is the thing that me and Muhammad Zawad was talking about. The Giants is the only team never start a black African American quarterback. The only person they started that was Geno Smith. That was only one game in 2017.
And don't forget, JT, when he started that game, because that was Coach McAdoo, that really, he was falling out of favor with Eli. He
That was the
started
black
him.
coach they had, right?
No. It was a white coach.
Okay.
But he just didn't trust Eli because there were games where they won on winning field goals because he didn't trust Eli to throw from the into the end zone because he threw interceptions. But check this out: when Geno Smith started, that pro-white Meadowlands crowd over there in that stadium, they booed him from the start.
Yeah.
From out the gate.
I remember that. I vaguely remember that game. You're not lying.
Yeah. They booed him from the start, my brothers. And I said that. And the Giants never had a black starting quarterback ever in its franchise history. Never.
And this is why I say that's the hypocrisy of that franchise.
Right.
The Giants are responsible for drafting one of the most defensively gifted, mentally and physically players of all time in Lawrence Taylor.
That's right.
So it's nowhere in the world they're gonna sit up there and say that a black person can't play a quarterback position whenever Lawrence Taylor was pretty much the quarterback of the defense of that defense.
Right.
And defense is harder to play than quarterback. That's way harder to play.
But y'all understand what you're saying, Jacquel, but understand what I'm saying. You gotta put between like Giants never had a black quarterback in their history.
That's what I'm getting at. I know they haven't.
Because
that's the hypocrisy.
Right, but see, this is the game. See, this is the propaganda they want us to follow. You good enough to be a defensive end. You good enough to be the quarterback of our defense.
Facts.
And or middle linebacker, etc. You could be a captain on a team, but a black quarterback, hell no. Lily White.
That's a fact because when I look at the NFC East over the years, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong because y'all the OGs, the Redskins had Doug Williams as a starting quarterback, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Philadelphia, they had Cunningham, correct?
Yes, sir. And Donovan McNabb.
And Doug Williams.
And Donovan McNabb. Right. And the Cowboys got Dak Prescott now. I think that's the first black starting quarterback for the Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
No. Because you had Quincy Carter.
Okay. And I can't think of not one black quarterback for the Giants franchise. That's crazy.
And check it out, though. We forget about Doug Williams on one leg, won the Super Bowl title in the mid-'80s.
Hey, he from Louisiana. He from Louisiana.
We talk about that, right? One leg.
Right.
Facts.
He got hurt. And then Jay Schrader came in for 2 plays. And then he didn't want to come out. And Doug said, get the fuck out the game. But it's my game, yo.
Right.
But see, JT will tell you, Jaquel, a place like New York City, the Mecca, supposedly the Mecca, the biggest urban center going, right? They don't want no black heroes here in New York. Let me tell you why. And JT could probably attest to this too. When the Knicks won their 2 titles.
Soon as you said the Knicks, I knew exactly where you was going. Keep cooking. Let them cook. Keep cooking.
When they won,
one's going to take it back.
Yeah. When they won their 2 titles, that year of '69, the Jets and the Mets won. Right? We had a trifecta. The Knicks, they never gave them a ticker tape parade down Broadway.
Never.
On both times they won it, bro.
In 70 and 73, they never have a ticket tape parade.
That's right.
Never.
But the Mets and Jets did.
And Willis Reed is so underrated.
Yep.
Another Louisiana boy, but that's just a plug.
This
man played with a broken leg.
JT can
Literally a
remember this one.
broken leg.
Yeah, JT can remember this one. JT,
Yes, sir.
remember when I think what year was that, man? In 80, it was his late 70s or early 80s. The Knicks had an all-black squad. Remember? They cut Gianelli.
Yeah.
What did they call the Knicks in the paper? The New York Knickerbockers.
Yeah.
Wow.
In
And
the
understand,
newspaper.
right. And
Wow.
understand this, Jaquel. This was not real. This was on all national papers.
Yeah,
And it was after quote unquote the civil rights era in which the history books lets us the history book pretty much teaches us the civil rights era ended after 69 when Martin
right.
Luther King got assassinated, and after that it was kumbaya. And you said this happened in the 70s, early 80s?
Yeah.
This,
Wow.
this was during the time that the NBA, the sponsors of the NBA, that they were saying that the NBA was too black.
Yeah.
That makes it. I remember that. I remember that
And
because
so
I
right,
remember doing my research on like back when this was a little before my time, but I remember doing my research on the Magic Johnson draft that era when Larry Bird and all that were drafted.
Yeah.
They wanted Larry Bird to be the Michael Jordan of the NBA at that time. That was the great white hope for the NBA.
but see,
That's crazy.
but these this is the thing about it that the NBA failed to understand. It wasn't no good white players or like within a few years in the 70s, except when you went because you got to think Pete Maravich, he was retired.
Facts. Facts.
Got Rick Barry. To me, is very underrated. He was gone. So it was a highly that many white NBA players there. So it was all black. So they was banking on Larry Bird even when he was in college.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, because up until Larry Bird, I literally only know about maybe two or three white players from that era in the NBA slash ABA era, and it was Pistol Pete and Jerry Riss and maybe Phil Jackson. That's the only three white players I know from that era.
Well, no, well,
Literally.
Phil Jackson was a backup with the Knicks with the Knicks team.
Facts, facts, but that's the only three white people I remember from that era.
Oh no, but you left one person out is Bill Warden when he played for the
Yeah, Bill Walton. Bill Walton. You right.
You
You
had,
right.
well,
You right.
you had a couple of second tier players like Jack Marin from the Bullets
right.
with the burn arm with the lefty.
Yeah.
You had Bill Bradley, the Busher.
The Bush.
How
Uh,
can I forget about Bill Bradley? I forgot about Bill Bradley. You right.
right.
Yes,
You
sir.
had Jack Sigma from the Sonic.
Right, Jack Sigma. But see, this is the thing about Jack Sigma. They tried to have Jack Sigma, but Jack Sigma did not have the appeal that
Right.
he really wanted. They looking for birth. See, this is people fail to understand this. They want a white to push on, but they gotta have that appeal. And so what happened
Right.
was when Larry Bird came in at time, and at the same time he played ball like a brother. We gotta
Right.
understand that.
That man came out of his own mouth and said that he crafted this game from playing basketball with the brothers.
Exactly. So this was people think, oh, he's a great wife. No, he was a great wife. I hope he got in there because he could play ball, and that's when the NBA
Right.
really pushing more white players because Larry Bird has saved them. Now,
But let's be real though, like even with that era, you had Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson. Those was the top two players. Larry Bird was like a distant third.
no. I'm not talking about that, Joker. When I'm talking about the sponsors. I'm talking
Oh,
about
the sponsors, the sponsors. Got you, got you,
and the
got you.
global because at that time the NBA when they had an all black NBA they was not globally known. They was
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's
so
a fact.
so what Larry Bird had done, he had helped white players, and then along in the 80s and started getting to the 90s, and that's when they started having these players came overseas was not really black and all that, because they even take a long time. It was our brothers overseas was coming to play the NBA because they was not
Facts.
future for them too. So I told people you gotta understand that too. So get back to
Before we get back to the original topic, let me help you out on your original argument. For all you people that don't recognize Michael Jordan's greatness, and y'all sitting up there and y'all ride LeBron James jockstrap, y'all have no idea how Michael Jordan revolutionized the game. Y'all just heard the history from both of these brothers just now, and the league was way harder to play in back then.
That's right.
Just something to think about. Just something to think about.
And Jordan went through that. Jordan went through the physicalness of the game. You see? Mm-hmm.
and we, but I gotta say this, y'all, because let's be fair. Let's talk about in the 60s and the 70s too. The 60s and 70s back then.
Dr. J still my favorite player of all time, though. Dr. J.
Oh,
Just
but
saying.
I tell you, man, and but see, we have to understand of sports period. New York never respect a black hero.
I cannot disagree with you because
Never did. And
like you
until this day,
what's
his
the what's the bull name, man? Ian Rappaport or Michael Rappaport, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have never heard him say Willis Reed or
Clyde.
I never heard him. Oh man, what's the Frazier? I never heard him mention Walt
Wolf
Frazier name.
Frazier.
None of that.
and
Earl Monroe.
not
None
people
of
are
that. Earl Monroe, Earl LaPrud. I never heard him mention none of those brothers'
you know
name whenever he talked Knicks basketball.
yeah. Let me say about Walcott Frazier and Muhammad, or you can say that he was one of the few ones way back then was a walking triple double.
Yes, sir. Talk about it.
Oscar Robinson.
Now I
Big O. The
Robinson.
Big O.
Yeah, I know Oscar Robinson, but I'm talking about Walt Clyde Frazier.
Walt Clyde Frazier was the truth, yo.
What?
Walt Clyde
Yeah.
Frazier was the truth.
But Oscar Robinson was getting them on a nightly basis, JT,
Right.
before they even counted the stat.
Facts.
Exactly.
Facts.
And see, and that's what they don't want to talk about.
Right.
They like that.
Right.
The greatest player I'm gonna tell people don't like when I say this. The greatest player that I ever seen was Wilt Chamberlain.
There you go.
Man, there's nowhere in the world somebody should dislike that. There's nowhere in the world anybody in the world could dispute. Man, Wilt Frazier is one of the greatest. He is the greatest basketball player of all time, if you ask me. Him and
Do you know in the early 70s against Detroit Pistons, they did not keep stats back then blocks. They say he blocked 22 block shots.
That's right.
His twilight career. This is his twilight career. In the early 70s, blocked 22 block shots. Never foul out in the game. The motherfucker was a walking quadruple. One year.
Nobody still never scored 100 games. Nobody never scored 100 in the game.
Right. 1 year in the NBA, he led the league in assists. 1 year.
For a center. No, please now slow that down. Slow that down. Bring that back, JT. Say what you just said again. Led assist, and he was a what? He led in assist as a what?
1 year in the NBA, he led the league in assists. That's
and what position did he play? Please tell.
Center. He led the
Thank
league
you.
in assists.
Right.
Don't get me wrong though. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie though. Wilt is one of the goats to me. He's not.
You know what?
If not number one or number two, my favorite on my Mount Rushmore. But let's be real.
Right.
Bill Russell Bill Russell was that dude too.
I'm talking about skilled. Bill Russell got the championships. There's no doubt about that. But I'm talking about skilled.
Skill.
Yeah, skills wise.
Skilled.
That's what
Oh,
Jordan.
skill
And you
wise
know one
though.
thing about Jordan. You know one thing about Jordan though. A lot of people don't realize that his game was rooted in fundamentals.
Facts. Whenever I look at all the ABA hardwood classics, and I used to
Yeah.
see Dr. J play, that was like
Oh man.
watching Jordan of the '70s to me.
Yeah.
Whenever that man jumped from the free throw line in that slam dunk contest,
In
I was
Yeah.
like, yo,
in
there's
78,
nobody in the world that could be that graceful except Michael Jordan. Only those two people. I done seen plenty of people dunk from the free throw line. Only those two people in the world can make it look that graceful to where it's like, I can't believe they did that.
Oh, you know
That's
you have to
crazy.
get some film. JT, get some film on Jaquel, get some film on. There was two other players that dunked like that too. Connie Hawkins
I know
and
him.
get some film on Elgin Baylor.
yes.
Elgin Baylor was nice. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
See,
but
I know
see,
my basketball. I don't know a lot, but I know a lot. I don't know a lot, but I know a lot. Being
But
that like basketball was my first love, yo. Like
I understand,
what?
but see, but would see the players that me and mom was doing like this, and Jacques understand the social times they was in, and
Exactly.
a lot of young ones do they fail to and I'm going back to Wilt Chamberlain. I don't care if they say who you want to start a team for. I would take Wilt Chamberlain any goddamn day.
You know
that's
what's
right.
crazy about that, JT? Rewind that what you just said, JT. You know what's going to be crazy about that situation? The vast majority of the people, especially in my generation, you know who gonna say they go of all centers? If it ain't Shaq, they gonna say Kareem.
I take Kareem too.
That's
Why
right.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Kareem. I love Kareem
Hey,
not
to
Kareem?
the depth.
Yes.
I love Kareem to the depth. You know what I'm saying? When he played in Milwaukee. But let's be
yeah.
real. Let's be real. It's not
Hey,
another center in this game that's gonna top what got doggone Wilt the Stilt Frazier did. Nobody
hey,
gonna ever top that.
hey. When I was in LA playing college ball, I tell you, I ran into him. He gave me some tickets. Yo, nobody could stop that hook shot, bro.
No.
That sky hook, that's still revolutionary. Until this day, I still have not seen somebody perfect the hook shot since Kareem. Maybe Tim Duncan.
Right,
Maybe. Maybe. And
right,
Tim Duncan was more of a backboard tactician.
right.
Tim Duncan got so many angles on a backboard.
That
That's
they
it.
But,
But
but
he did not perfect that sky hook like Kareem, bro.
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you something though, and a lot of people don't understand because see, I watched tape too.
right,
Kareem had a lot of moves besides the hook. But when we
right.
see, look at him at UCLA. He had drop steps. They couldn't even.
Facts.
They couldn't even. They was prohibited to dunk. When he came out of the NBA, people like, oh, Kareem had drop steps, put the ball on the floor.
Big facts. Big
And
facts.
then all of a sudden, when he had the hook, he didn't have to really do nothing. But see, I picked now. If I can't get Will to be the pick and start my team, I get Kareem, that 6-time champion, 6-time MVP.
Hey,
Why? I pick him. I would not mind.
Bill Dawkins just slept on. Bill
If I
Dawkins
can't
just
get
slept
Will,
on to
I
me.
get Kareem. Yes, I would.
hey, I'm gonna give you guys an assignment. All right, this is from the coach's desk.
Oh,
When it
dang.
starts getting warm and you see young kids playing on the court, right? Wherever you guys, where you guys around where you live, go up to those kids, stop the game, ask them, yo, what does that box over the rim mean on the backboard? Just ask them and see if they
They
know.
ain't gonna tell me. They can't tell me. I can't even tell you.
They can't.
I can't even tell you.
You know what that box is for?
Tell me.
That box is when you angle your shot into the center of that box. 9 times out of 10, your shot is going in.
Yeah.
I heard that. I heard that. I thought you was going to bring deeper meaning into it. I thought you
Yeah,
were going to tell us who made that popular.
yeah. That's part of yeah. But I'm gonna I'm gonna give a spin on LeBron and tell me if y'all agree with this. He's a great talent. He's a freak of nature, but he's also what I call a compiler. A compiler is a person that plays for stats. What do y'all say to that? Did y'all get that?
Big bro,
Oh,
you kind of cut out. Could you please repeat that for me real quick?
Okay,
I didn't catch
LeBron
that.
James, a freak of nature for his height and his ability, a great player, but he's also what I call a compiler. A compiler
I
is a
definitely agree with what you're saying. You ain't even got to
yeah,
go into the definition. I got you. I
yeah,
agree.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
But
LeBron, the way I look at LeBron is,
he's a stacker. He's a stacker.
yeah,
yeah,
I
like
think I literally think that LeBron look at one thing I could give LeBron. I think he's very astute in his basketball history. I think his
yeah,
basketball IQ is immaculate, and you
right,
could tell by how he played in this game.
right,
Because I don't never recall LeBron shooting less than 50% from the field from the field.
right,
Period.
right,
And you could tell because LeBron will literally miss the game winning shot
right,
if it dropped below 50% for that whole game.
right,
LeBron is more so like Magic, but he not like Magic. He don't have that killer instinct.
right,
And I love LeBron. Physically, he's one of the most athletic, gifted kids I ever seen after Allen Iverson to me.
right.
Allen Iverson was the first freak of nature to me.
Oh
Being that
man,
size.
oh
Being that
man,
size.
oh
Being that
man,
size.
oh man. Hey, I'll tell you a story about him when you're done. Mm.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done, OG. I'm done, OG. Talk about it.
All right. You know how they give the preseason NIT in Madison Square Garden?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I took my nephew to a game. He was like about 14 years old in the 90s when he played for Georgetown. We just walked in because we had floor seats. Just walked in. Allen Iverson dribbled down the left side of the court. He came right past us. He made a beeline to the basket, went underneath the basket, and threw down a 360 jam from underneath the basket, bro. I had never
I
seen that
believe it.
like.
I believe you.
I said, this boy here, we we went and got our seats real quick. You know, I tell you, the brothers are gifted out here, bro. You know, the brothers are gifted, man. You know, they really gifted, bro. They really gifted, man.
I'm gonna hit y'all over the head with this one. You know who is an underrated basketball talent away from the street ball allure? Rayford Austin. Skip to my
Oh yeah,
Lou.
skip to my Lou. Skip to my
Skip
Lou.
to my Lou.
Oh
What
yeah.
people not gonna tell you is Skip to my Lou was part of some winning franchises with him as a starting point guard.
Right,
You could go to the Rockets, you could go to the Miami Heat, and you could go to the Orlando Magic. Rayford
right,
Austin,
right.
aka Mr. Skip to my Lou,
Skip
was
to
a
my Lou.
solid point guard.
The skipping one. Hey, listen,
Oh,
JT and I go all the way back to Pee Wee Kirkland.
oh
When
yeah.
Pee when
Oh
Pee
man,
Wee Kirkland,
I heard so many things about Pee Wee.
yeah, Pee Wee. I remember the day we went to see him at the Rucker. Representatives from the Chicago Bulls came up to him after the game and said, "Yo, we want to sign you to $100,000 a year." He said, "Man, I make that inside of a week, man."
I know you're not lying because he did an interview about that. And he said the exact words came out of your mouth.
That's right. We were there. We were there. We were right there.
I know you're not lying. I know you're not lying.
Yo,
See, yeah,
Pee Wee Kirkland was getting banked.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Oh my God, he was getting so much money that he would
Oh,
ask.
but this the crazy part about Pee Wee. I heard that his basketball talent, IQ, supersedes light years behind what his
Oh
hustling days
yeah,
was.
Yeah,
That's crazy. You know how gifted you gotta be to have that type of allure to you to this day?
right. And let me tell you about Pee Wee. He carried a little weight in this world too, because there was a little side rumor, which we've seen. He was messing with this guy's wife on the side a little bit because she loved him. Sammy Davis Jr.'s wife, Alta V's, and Sammy Davis got wind of that. He tried to go to his mob boys, like the Italians. Yo, they said, yo, whack this dude. They told Sammy, not this dude. Not, and they left,
Facts.
they left
Facts.
Pee Wee alone, bro.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Pee Wee is, don't get me wrong, although I don't glamorize the drug side of that shit,
Right,
but him as a person, as a man, being that he went through all that stuff as a youth, growing up, and he still find a way to evolve from that lifestyle to what he could teach younger. Like he one of the few dudes that taught me like, yo, selling drugs ain't cool.
right,
And that's hard to do.
right,
That's hard to do when you got people like Young Jeezy that'll tell you it's it sound good somebody telling you to sell drugs on a record. But he telling
right,
you the consequences of what could happen behind that
right,
to where you understand who that affects whenever you
right,
locked up.
right.
He taught me that. That's crazy.
Well, see, Jaquel, that's what the black community was all about back then. I mean, I've had even
Facts.
when I was going to high school, I've seen some of the staunchest dope fiends scratching themselves, nodding out, and they say, "Yo, hey, Junior, where you going?" I said, "I'm going to school." They said, "Good, get your ass on that bus and get the hell on out of here. Don't be like us."
Thank God I had OGs like that. Thank God I did.
Yep,
Because I remember like not to glorify that lifestyle, but I
right,
remember people that's from that, they encouraged me to stay in school. They was like, yo, you smart. Every
right.
time I used to bring my report card to one of my OGs, man, he broke me off.
That's right.
That made me want to go make good grades every time.
That's right.
Even whenever I tried to sell dope, like I tell y'all no lie, bro. I
Uh
tried to sell crack. I tried to sell crack. I had
huh.
two signs that made me stop selling it. The
Uh huh.
first sign was I sold crack to a woman that was pregnant. And I was like,
Oh,
I can't in good conscience sell it to this lady
right,
and she gonna produce a crack baby.
right.
That killed me for one. And for two, my OG, he
Yeah.
robbed me. And he said, if I ever catch you on this block, I'm gonna F you up.
Uh huh.
And I appreciate that saved me from jail time and a graveyard. So I
I know that,
always
bro.
thank him for that. Always.
That's a hell of a lesson, wasn't it? Wow. Wow, Jaquan. Yeah, Jaquan, that man. See? He intervened in your life, brother. And you ought to, yeah, pay homage to that brother.
Oh
He
yes,
saved your
sir.
life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He saved your life. I mean, we dibbled in, besides playing ball, I dibbled and dabbled a little bit in the streets, in and out, in and out. You know what I'm saying? But my thing was coming from where I came from, I took my product to the other side and sold to the white boys.
I ain't even mad at that one. I
Right,
can't even be mad at
right,
that one.
exactly. That's the thing in New York. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
you bag it up and sell it to the way.
That's right. Get it right back to where it came from. Exactly. And the brothers would be mad with me. They say, yo, man, but why you at? Nah, man. I'm not going to do that to my community like that. You see? And don't forget where it's coming from. It's coming from them. So guess what?
Right,
It goes right back to them. You see?
right. Right.
So,
And now
yep.
this opioid is so-called a crisis now.
Oh yeah, now it's a crack. But when the crack was a crisis, they didn't do nothing about it.
Exactly. Thank you, OG. Thank you, OG. Now
They ain't do
opioid
nothing.
is an epidemic, but for us, they got people doing 30 plus years to life till this day, non-violent, non-violent charges. Got
The
shipped
Rockefeller
upstate.
law. The Rockefeller law. Yep.
Thank you. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. That Rockefeller law.
Mind you, at those times, from what one of my OGs tell me, I'm not gonna say his name because that's snitching. But anywho,
Yes.
it was harder. It was easier for them to charge you with rocked up cocaine than powder.
Yeah.
With powder, you could get away with powder, but with crack, they
Right.
sending you.
Right. 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 Ain't that something?
And
Isn't
you,
that something?
and
And I
you,
still, to this day, don't get me wrong. I know my people are very advanced in alchemy and all the sciences and knowledge of this world. But y'all
Mm-mm.
not about to tell me a black person came up with the formula for crack. Nowhere in the world. No.
and let me tell you this: in New York, all throughout the '80s, you know, the black woman they was getting caught up over like a half an ounce of crack, and they was giving them life in prison. They even some they got the they kind of find they did over like 30 years, and then they kind of find that they shouldn't do that, and then the state never paid them back.
And you young punks need to listen to these OGs right now because they came up in an era when New York was literally the concrete jungle. What
Right.
y'all see in New York right now,
There's
that's
nothing. Yeah.
post G that's post
Yo, do you
what's the bull name? What's the bull name? Start with a G. Oh shucks, what's his name? Start with a G. The
Um,
former mayor of New York.
Post
Uh
Giuliani era. Post
Thank you.
Giuliani era.
Post
oh,
Giuliani. Post Giuliani. Before Giuliani got in that, man, y'all would not survive in that era. None of y'all.
Let me tell you about Giuliani. Before he became mayor, he was a federal investigator.
Yeah.
Let me tell
He
you what
was,
happened to him. You know why he got out of there? Because them fucking mobs was gonna kill that. He was arresting him. He was locking him up. He
yeah,
was
he was a federal prosecutor. Yeah, he was. You're right, JT. Yep. You're right. He was
talking
a
about,
federal
oh yeah.
prosecutor.
He said, yo, they were saying they give yo, he was doing he had to get because they were gonna kill him. So
Mm-hmm.
he had to get out that business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The motherfucker was locked, motherfucker was locking up big time mobsters for like 30, 40 years. He was locking them up. And then you start seeing like judges disappear,
Right.
prosecutor against them disappear. And he
Right.
was gonna be the next. That's why he had to run for mayor, man.
Man, like for real, man.
See,
Y'all young punks, man. Y'all young punks, man.
New York is people do your New York. New York is dirty.
Man,
Grimy.
like I always say, bro, like I always hear people, especially people from the South that don't know. Like I do my history everywhere I go. I know my history about everywhere I have a certain type of allure, fascination with. I always do my research. In
Well,
the
let me say,
80s, the 80s and all that,
yeah.
man, New York was a jungle.
They used to
New
be about
York
four or
now
five.
is a police state.
There used to be about 4,000 murders a year here. Those are the ones that was
Facts.
accounted
Facts.
for.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you. And then what Muhammad want to talk about, that was average.
Right.
Do y'all know that the Bronx, not y'all, I know y'all know, but for the youngins that's listening, man, the Bronx back then, that was a third world country. That was a third world country back then.
Crazy. Yo, let me explain something to you. You better know somebody that has made that you could walk the streets, even travel on the bus, traveling on a train. It's like this. If I would knew Muhammad's the one in Park Hill, he better wait for me at the bus or I'll get caught.
Right.
That's how real was. Do you know that Muhammad the one? See, he a little older than me, so you know what I'm saying. You know how many bodies that we actually see dropped that we can talk to motherfucker in the morning and a few houses dropped.
And man, the only thing that I could hold comparable to that is whenever New Orleans was the murder capital. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Or
Yeah.
DC, because
I
DC was the murder
was going to
capital.
rough.
And back then, DC had bodies too. Like you young punks, man, bro. These OGs seeing the gritty of the grittiest. And it was in the height of the crack era whenever violence was nothing. So whenever they trying to steer y'all from the wrong direction, take heed to what these brothers saying, man. Take heed.
Well, I'll give y'all a little nugget. All right. When I went to California to go to school, okay, I ran into some people out there. That was the first time I ran into some people that were doing the freebasing. I didn't know what that was. I said, freebase? What the hell is that? So my man took me to his brother's house. They would cook it in front of me, but they would use ether. But you have to be careful.
Facts.
Because Richard Pryor did that, and that's when he joked on his
and he set himself on fire. Yes.
Yeah, he said, when you run down the street on fire, everybody get out your way. Yeah. Yes. And they were doing it, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell? So one night, because he lived in the same complex I did, and he invited me over. So there was a couple of, nice women over there. We were playing cards. So next thing I know, he's passing me this bong type of thing. I'm like, yo, what's that? He said, yo, take a draw. So I took a draw, held it in, blew it out. I looked up. I said, oh, shit. And he was passing it to me again. I said, nah, I can't fuck with that.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah. I said, oh, no. I'd rather, at that time I was, dipping and dabbing through the nose a little bit, but but the thing is, before I got right with the Muslim thing, but listen, man, Giuliani, what changed? Okay, first let's give the young people a little brief history. Back in the 60s and the 70s, it was the Cubans that ran the cocaine industry. Okay. Then all of a sudden it went to the Dominicans. But now this is where it all changed. That Giuliani and Alphonse D'Amato went up on Broadway in Washington Heights, went in front of a dealer, and they were dressed on they had motorcycle jackets on, hats, and these dumb Dominicans took them into the spot. And I'm saying, yo, you dudes didn't know that it was these dudes? How can you not tell? Oh, we didn't know. I said, next you know, the spot got raided. All right? So that's when that all started to change. See, I'm telling these young people, just sit down and listen to a little bit of history, because that's when all that shit started changing. Okay? And then when justification came in later on, places that used to be spots, because I knew over 1 million spots, all up and down Washington Heights, 1 million, because I used to hustle a little bit. Now, them same spots were taken over by white people. I said, oh, shit. I said, oh, okay.
Man, y'all had it way harder back then.
Yeah.
Because y'all had, I saw a documentary, y'all had what, the 7-5?
And so
the 7-5 precinct?
Yeah.
Yes.
The dirty cops and all that?
No. The dirty 30.
There it is. They was extorting y'all.
Yo, the dirty 30. Let me tell you, JT. I'll just say bits and pieces, but y'all gonna get the puzzle. All right, I used to hang with my uncle at this after-hour spot in the Bronx, right? So these boys from Virginia came up. So they wanted a couple of, kizzies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I asked them, how much do you pay? They gave me the price. I said, word? Okay, hold on a second. Hold your money, I'll be back. So I made a trip down, talked Spanish to them brothers. I said, yo, how much can I get the kizzy for? Oh, said, oh, you can get it for this, man. We'll give it to you for that. I said, word? So I started doing the calculations in my brain. I said, well, these motherfuckers want 2 or 3. I can make about 4 G's off each one, off the top, and I'm giving them their thing. So I told them, I said, listen, I'll be back later on today, but you got to shut down the spot. Nobody can be coming in there while I'm there. They said, we got you. It was on a hot-ass summer day in August, son. The shit was like 100 degrees out there. So we went into the building, and they lived in a flat way in the back. So while we was in there, they were getting everything together. I'm counting the money. So at that time, they used scanners and walkie-talkies. They told my mans and them, yo, don't let big man out because you got the whole dirty 30 right here in front of the building. So they were arresting everybody coming out different spots. Yo, you come here. You come here. And I'm sitting back there because they didn't come where we was at. I'm sitting back there sweating bullets. I must have lost 50 pounds in one sitting. Okay? So now, if I would have got caught with all of that, I'd just be now getting out.
Yeah.
You probably would not be getting out.
Yeah. Well, they probably would have gave me 30 years plus probation on the first, rap.
And for y'all youngins, that's fair time. That means
right.
you serving that whole 30.
That's right. Okay? So now I asked homeboy, yo, you got a side way to get out of here? He said, yeah, that window right there, and it goes out the back. You won't even see them. I said, all right, cool. Because if they come busting down that door, I'm going to leave this shit right here, and I'm going empty-handed out that window. Okay? So now, finally, after 5 hours, they left. So my man from the outside told him, yo, you can let him out. So I'm coming out with 3 shopping bags full. My uncle, who had my car up the block, he pulls up. I do that shit in the car. I said, go take that shit to him. I'll see you later. I'll meet you on the other side. He said, but when you getting in? I said, hell no, I'm not getting in with all this shit. That's on you.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I walked up the block. I walked up some blocks, brother. I stopped into a bodega. I think I got me a big ass orange juice, a cold ass orange juice. Because I was still shaking up, and I was like, oh man. So I called a cab home, and I told him, I said, meet me at the house after you disperse that. Now them boys was happy with that shit. They were happy. Then he finally came to my crib, and I said, look, man, we're gonna do the split down. This is what I got. He said, wow, you made off like that? I said, yeah. Here, that's you, this me. That's you, that's me. All right. But brother, after that time, that was it for me. That was the closest I came to getting busted. I was like, never again. Never again.
Let me tell you what happened to me.
Before JT, I'm not trying to cut you off, but for all of y'all listening, this is by no means of us glorifying any of this shit.
Right.
This is us giving y'all
game.
This is game, so that y'all don't have to follow the same mistakes that. Not me. Fuck what I went through. These brothers had it way harder than me. These my OGs. So they pretty much telling y'all, yo, this glitz and glamour stuff that they selling y'all in this hip hop shit that they got going on right now, don't do it. So cook food, JT, my fault, but I just wanted to make that disclaimer real quick.
Yo, let me tell you, this is well, I could tell you a few stories, but I'm gonna tell you this story. This is like little after my father passed. It was this guy named Munch. God bless him. Damn, I miss this nigga. But anyway, we was supposed to go to Maryland, right? So he said, "Yo, I don't feel right about this. Yo, you remember that guy I was telling you about?" I said, "Yeah." And you remember I told him to get the package? I said, "Yeah." He told me to get the package um in Mount Vernon. I said, "Yo, he never made it." I said, "What do you mean he never made it?" He said, "He never made it." Come to find out, we supposed to meet up like in the Bronx, up there up Throsneck. And you know what Throsneck at, bro.
Yep.
Where,
Yep.
where the bridge at? And I said, he said,
Yep. That's white boy territory. Yep.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, nah, man. He said, yeah, it must be up in Brooklyn. That's nearby my mom's. But you telling me he's stupid. So he said, y'all, you stupid? Yo, I never thought he used to live. Nah, no, where's you do? Yo, once he said, yo, you walking away from this shit. I said, yo, you know he's a foreman, right? Why? Yo, look at that shit sticking out his fucking sweater, man. Oh shit.
Ooh.
I said, we don't know him, yo. I said,
Was he loud? Like was he one of those type of dudes that was
no,
like
no,
doing too
no,
extra shit?
no. Let me finish.
Okay, okay.
He wasn't like that. But what happened was he was talking a certain, you in the streets, you know certain codes, and he starts certain like a certain codes and talking certain phrases. And once he said, "Yo, Jay, do you have any money?" I said, "Nah." He said, "Yo, I got about 100 spot, yo. We going to Queens and cool out. Where you at?" He said, "Man, where you going, man?" I said, "No, we go. No, you we gonna have somebody wait, man." We took the cab, and the cab said, "No, go the other way." Because if we
Mm.
would have went Atlantic Avenue, he probably I said, "No, let's go downtown, make a little." I said, "Yo, take shortcuts to Queens." What do you mean, take shortcuts through Brooklyn into Queens, so in case they try to follow us and everything.
Right.
And and sure enough, when we get back, so they man's like that's when we had it was a two-way pager. They say, "Yo, what happened?" I said, "We told them, no, don't go nearby." All right, all right, all right, all right. We gonna meet you. I said, "No, meet us at Baisley Park. Do not meet them." I said, "All right, all right, all right. Take a different way, but take certain ways in Brooklyn." So they say, "Yo, we gonna go this way and cut up this way, Decatur, and stuff like that." And all I just knew that after we done that, the guy trying to set us up, they find that nigga chopped up in the Bronx.
Wow. Yeah.
Chopped them
Yeah.
up, yo, chopped suey, they tried him chopped up. And
Yeah.
I know it wasn't for them guys. I'm not even gonna say I'm not even gonna say the name because law for but all I'm just saying like this that when we did like this and then he had a lot of weight on him. And they say, yeah, man, he had a lot of weight on him and everything. And I said, what happened? Just they put in a certain car and drew off. I said, mm-hmm. You try
Mm-hmm.
that on, you crazy. And I always remember this. That when I was talking to him, no, Monty passed away. No, I'm sorry. I thought he passed away. He got sick, but he got better. But I never forget. He said, "Yo, I said I can't even go to Brooklyn, man, for a while, especially where my mom live at." And that's what happened. I had to like wasn't I can go to Brooklyn, but I couldn't go around my mom's way for like 3 months over that. Cause
Wow.
yeah, because motherfuckers, I ain't no motherfucker see me. Kind of find they didn't, but at the same time, man, I said, "Yo," and they said, "Yo, you know that motherfucker got chopped up?" Nah, man, we ain't know. Yeah,
Mm.
man. I said, "Oh well, I'm fucked up." Yeah,
Right.
Y'all listen to the OGs, bro. Listen to the OGs, and if you one of those trapping type dudes that might be listening to this live, just because you seen that stuff cooked up and it look white, bruh, if it ain't yellow, you ain't making no money. I'm just gonna
Yo,
be real with it.
yo,
But I'm not glorifying that lifestyle, bro. I'd rather y'all go get y'all a trade, man. This is not the lifestyle for y'all, man. Those brothers came through an era, brother JT and brother Muhammad. They came through the grittiest of the gritty.
oh man, yo, if you gonna yo, you gonna do a run, never let the motherfuckers know where you live at. Never let them know where your family live at.
That's a fact. That's
Yo,
a fact.
when you walk, when you move, make sure you move in different ways. Make sure you
I always say, man, just do it by yourself. If you're gonna do something, do it by yourself. Because
don't.
the dude that talk loudest in your circle, the
Yo,
dude that talk loudest in your circle, 9 times out of 10, he'll jot down the sentence before he take one.
I said, y'all motherfuckers don't understand, man. And Muhammad, you know what I'm talking about. When you travel some people, you know what I'm saying? You have to rely on your life with these people. You don't know they gonna turn on you, but you have to be up there. And then when you get out of there, then when we get to Queens, they say, yo, word up like that. Yo, they talking to coach. Yo, where you at and everything. So we have to switch our battery, switch the battery of each other pages. So they have to throw him up because he trying to really get us. He locked up and said, yo, what's this? 011.
Yeah.
Yo, you
But
know,
I
Yeah.
say I say all that to say this, man, to all the younger folk listening in, bro. These two brothers that's talking, my brother JT and my OG, both of them my OG, JT and my OG Muhammad. They came through when crack hit the hardest, man. And
That's
both of
right.
these brothers are alive, healthy. They got their own, all that. All
and
I encourage y'all to do is, man, go get y'all a trade, but this street shit is not for you. It's not even cool.
say this is the first time I ever told this story too. The
Talk about it, JT. Talk
I
about it.
none of my family didn't know this. This is the first time I tell you the story. And after that, after all that going, once they say, yo, man, what's up? Nah, man, we ain't what. And they say, yo, the other people say, yo, you can carry this work. We know what happened and everything. You know what I'm saying? We checked. No. I said, I'm out.
That's right.
Wait. And then at the same time, I thought I was trying to like give a little extra. Nah, man, no loyalty, yeah. And I'm like, no, I said, nah, yo, I said, yo, and I'm gonna tell you, it was kilos on it. It was millions of dollars. We could have our own contact. Nah, that's all right. I walked away. Once just walk away, and we walked away. We walked
Yeah.
away. We walked away and come to find out the guy trying to get the work on. I mean, they had their contact and come to find out. When it was like 2 years later, I'll never forget. I was on my way. Matter of fact, I was on my way to the Bronx. He said, "You remember me?" Mexican guy. I forgot his name was Carlos. I said, "Yeah, I remember you." He said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Yeah, man. I wish you could have had that work." I said, man, you could have done big bit. I said, what happened? Got careless. I said, I don't want to hear no more after that. He said, yeah.
Right.
I said, I know the rest after that. And then after that, and he said, I'm sorry, heard about your father and everything. And I never forget, he said, don't look at it till you get in the house. And then when you get, and he gave me 1,000, he gave me a G wrapped up, just like that.
Talk about it. Talk.
Drop a G because I did not know we looked out for his son.
Right. Right.
You
You
look
see how that worked? You see how that worked? That he had a network that he could pass down to his son, like not giving that lifestyle to his son, to where he had a financial background to his kid. Nobody do that to where they got a financial background to pass down to their kid to where they well off.
he said I could
Mhm.
have gave
Y'all hustling backwards these days. Y'all niggas don't know what y'all doing, man.
he said I could have gave you more, but and everything I'm trying to look for you. So he said if y'all gonna find you, I could have gave you 15 million. I said no, that's all right. Because we didn't, because we at the time when we were traveling to Queens, it was this young man, and he was
Mm-hmm.
Mexican, and he was helping us out. We never thought that was his son, and we
Right.
protect his son. We did not know at the time, and so he said, wherever you need, you let me know. I said, I'm good, Holmes. It's all right. Wherever you need, let me know. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, wow. And so when me and Muhammad is talking, and because you got some cats and on YouTube, they be saying, yo, I used to do this and that.
Facts.
It's not,
Facts.
sometimes you can't glorify that shit, man. There's levels to this shit, man.
I
You,
always say, I put it to you like this, bro. If
it's,
y'all gonna talk about what y'all did, let people know what the risks are, bro.
man,
Right.
They
yo,
don't even, man, like perfect story, bro. Look at Rich Porter. Look at Rich Porter, that situation, man. This man brother got killed. He
boy,
got killed living that lifestyle. They
you,
don't show y'all the dark side of pushing weight, bro.
Muhammad, I can ask Muhammad right now. It's not just one day you don't think about
Oh, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Before I did the last run, I did 4 runs to Asbury Park for my man to dump some shit at this bar down there. First 2 times I drove, but then I noticed when I was coming back, I was getting tailed. So I kind of outmaneuvered. The next 2 times I drove into Jersey, caught the train, and then caught the train. So now the fourth time I did the bus, but this time I noticed that I just didn't feel right. That something was going on. You just feel it. So I looked in behind me and I saw these 3 feds. They were sitting there reading the paper. And so what I did was that stuff was in the bag underneath the bus in the cargo. I got off a stop before and let that shit keep going.
As you should have. Smart move. Smart move.
And
it.
by the time they looked up off that bus and see me, it was too late. I made a beeline for the next train and got the next train back to New York. You see what I'm saying? They were like,
And
"Oh,
that's something about you niggas that be trying to be a trap dude, bro.
right,
Y'all, the more money y'all get, the more y'all upgrade, bro. If the government can't tax y'all shit,
right."
And
and you sitting up there living this glamorous lifestyle, you drawing heat on yourself, bro.
understand this though too.
Y'all wildin'.
And I'm gonna tell you, and understand this. These people don't understand. They refuse to understand too. When you make transactions like that, you're gonna run to a dirty person from work for the government. Trust
That's
Facts.
right.
me.
Facts.
That's
You're
right.
gonna pay one way or the other. They got
That's
you
right.
so bad that you better take that. And sometimes, and I'm talking about federal here. Well, I ain't talking about no state and
Nah,
no no
talk.
in no city. They put you on the street and make their money back. In federal, they put you back in the game to make their money back and pay their kids their college and stuff. You be they damn a foreman for years, man.
Yes, sir.
And that's
Listen,
no joke, man. You be away from your family, man. You know what I'm saying? You become a snitch, you know what I'm saying? And they just give you a little chump change. And then if they finish you, they can kill you the hell off. With
Yes, sir.
with nothing, with no expense, with no life, with no nothing, yo. I
My advice to y'all, bro.
I
My
had
advice to y'all that ain't built like that.
more,
Don't
man.
even get in that lifestyle, bro. Just go get a trade, bro. It's easy.
Glorify that shit, man.
listen.
Like
Facts,
I'm not trying
man.
to
This
go.
is not us glorifying it. These are OGs that came from whenever that epidemic was really an epidemic. Y'all think this opioid shit was something? These brothers come from the crack era. That shit destroyed our community as a people. These
And
people
even
came from
before
that,
that,
man.
I saw how the dope destroyed our people too when I was young.
You got heroin. Heroin
Earl,
was bad enough. But from
Right.
heroin to crack, is
these
y'all serious? And they
Earl,
talking about legal pills?
people talking about her, they smoking. I'm talking about needle shit, yo. Needle,
Exactly,
Right.
bro. Like, man, I done seen people not know, bro. Like,
now,
man, look, bro.
now,
That's
yo,
man, look.
yo,
Shooting galleries. Shooting galleries. Shooting
yeah,
galleries.
yeah,
But you know
Facts.
what? I'll say this much, all right? I've never known a successful killer. I've never known a successful drug dealer.
I know I was a successful killer, but I'll say
No, 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 no,
less.
no, no. But no, no, no. But let me finish this off. I've never known a successful peddler unless they got the game from somebody who was already in the game. See, these kids don't want to learn from the older, you know.
That's a fact.
And
That's
and,
a fact.
and when you come and JT just mentioned it, which generation is snitching? This one here.
Okay. That's something else we need to get straight in this doggone. If you want to be a street dude, we about to we about to fix this snitching definition term.
Right,
Okay. With this snitching definition, what snitching means is, let's just say, for instance, me, Muhammad, and JT, we all selling dope. I get
right,
locked up. I get
right,
locked up. Just me. Whether they in my circle or not. If I tell them, yo, I know what all the big dope moving at, and I snitched on them too, being
right,
that I'm from that lifestyle and I took that trade up,
right,
that's snitching. But if you somebody that don't do no drug dealing, you don't do no murder shit, you don't do nothing. You just somebody that's being a citizen. That's your responsibility as a citizen to protect your community.
right,
That's not snitching. And a lot of
right,
you youngsters starting to get that misconstrued. Just
right,
because somebody tell on you, that don't automatically make them a snitch unless they sitting up there talking or they
right,
doing the same things you're doing.
right,
So if I get locked up, if JT and Muhammad aren't my codees, even if they not my codees, being that we from the same lifestyle, and I tell on them, I'm a snitch. I deserve death. Point blank, period.
right.
Y'all got to get that out your head, man. And I think a lot of people in our community that's not from that lifestyle to where they just live day to day. They go to work, they vote, whatever. They
Right,
don't sell drugs. They don't do none of that. It's your
right.
responsibility to report crime in your communities.
Damn right.
That's
Damn
you
right.
being. That's taking your responsibility as a citizen of this country. That's your
Right,
right. That's not
right,
snitching. But if you come from that street life, that's snitching.
right.
So let's get that completely clear.
and,
Cause a
uh,
lot
Clear.
of y'all youngers that messed up this snitching conduct.
and,
And
and,
y'all sicking me with that.
and you know, and also too, Muhammad could say this. You can hear me, Muhammad?
Yes, sir.
And also too, what y'all doing wrong, youngins. When you do this part of life, yo, you should always keep that to yourself. It should never be a general conversation at all.
Yes,
Not
sir.
even with your home, not even with your girl, not with your girlfriend, not even with your boys. You keep that to yourself.
Last time I
Right.
checked, bro, a real one always move in silence. That's in the art of
Okay.
war. You
Yo,
all, even in the art of war, the art
yo,
of war written centuries ago. You always appear weak when you're strong, and strong when you are weak.
let me tell you, if the
You
moment,
always shut your mouth, man. If you from that life, shut up. Shut
yo, if
up.
you walk now back in the days, you talk like that, you in the
Shit.
box.
Mm-hmm.
You in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your family in a few hours, I'm not going to see you no more. Close casket your ass.
Facts.
That's right.
Bruh, y'all remember back in the day this is more so from your generation. I came the latter part of your generation.
Right.
Back whenever it was a village that raised a child, I came through the latter part of your generation. You
Right.
remember whenever somebody put their hands on a woman back in the day? What was the
Oh,
violation for that?
oh man, yo, we broke it up, beat the shit out the dude. Like, what are you doing, man? You know,
You see what I'm
because
saying? Do
mm-hmm.
y'all see what we said? That's the real era that we missing. Cause
Oh,
now a dude could damn near get away with touching a kid. A
oh,
dude could literally sit up there and touch a kid and nobody do nothing about
that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right,
it.
That's
yo,
That's
crazy.
crazy to me.
man.
That's crazy.
Yo,
That's
and
crazy.
at the same time too, when motherfuckers say, "Yo, I got this package for you," yo, meet me in the room. No, I ain't mean you outside, homie. You stupid or something? It's got
Right.
to be an isolated place that hardly no lights, no nothing. If it's in the morning, it better be damn gloomy. It better be fucking dark. It better be a car be full of damn gas.
Right.
And it better be somewhere that you can get in and out quickly.
Right.
So that means you got
Right.
to assess where they want to they get man. I'm not even gonna talk about the rest. I'm not even gonna go.
And again, I really don't want this message to be misconstrued. We are not glorifying the street shit. We really not. We want y'all to go get a trade. Go get a trade in computers. Learn how to hunt food and skin it. Learn all that. Like this drug shit, playing basketball, going to school for football. Don't just settle for that. Reach beyond greater means. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is the only
That.
way we could connect to y'all. This is the only way we could connect to y'all. Because this is what y'all see on a day-to-day basis. Y'all see the drug dealers, y'all see the pimps, y'all see all this on a day-to-day basis. That shit is not
Right.
cool. Back
Right.
then, being that I came from the late 80s, early 90s era, I had OGs that let me know that life was the lifestyle for me. They praise people like me for being smart. So if you a black nerd, be proud of that.
Right.
Just benefit your people if you're gonna be a black nerd.
And
Right.
let me explain something to you too. That a lot of people don't understand this either. You don't eat right, you don't sleep right. Mostly everything is fast food. You don't get no sleep.
Yo, you notice how they showing all these fast food commercials lately?
Man, you
Yeah.
know what's crazy to me, bro? I didn't see people starting to get. I remember whenever I was going to school, and I graduated in '06, right?
Okay.
Back then, all the females that I went to school with, their home economic skills was A plus, all of them. Nowadays, I rarely see at home economics on their report cards.
Right. Well, they took that home economics. They took the shop classes out. They took the music
Thank
class out
you.
because we had wood shop, metal shop, auto mechanics. We had all kind of stuff back then. We
Y'all
had
gotta wake
specialized.
up.
We had specialized high school in New York for that. Remember, JT?
Yes.
Back in your day, man, a brother could get out fresh out of high school, and
Right.
by the time he graduated with high school, he would have a trade because
Right.
y'all had home ec, y'all had agriculture, y'all had auto mechanic, y'all had all that coming out of high school.
Yeah.
Integration really set us a ways back. Integration really did.
Tell you, man.
Well,
Integration really did.
it's not only that, but see, back then they had vocational high schools with a trade school.
Facts. Nice school.
Yeah,
Facts.
vocational school, and then you had your academic schools.
Yes,
Now,
sir. Yes,
what they
sir.
did here, once the chancellor got, the mayor got control of the schools. Now you got these schools. They call them campuses now. So they're
Yes, sir.
married campuses, and there's like 5 schools within one building.
And this is not to cut you off, OG, brother Muhammad. Please forgive me for cutting you off.
No,
So
no, no. Go ahead, brother. Speak. Go ahead.
okay, okay. This is exactly why it's so important to sit up there and monitor the situation for those white ladies that sat up there and paid their daughters and kids way through college. That whole college scandal, that shit happened. That's what
Yeah,
make it
whatever
that much
happened to
more
them?
important. They
Whatever
still
happened to them?
nobody knows because they're not reporting it in the news no more. You see what I'm saying? Whereas people in our community, we gotta work twice as hard, and they'll sit up there and throw in your face that, uh, oh snap, JT, please help me out. I'm losing my train of
Yeah,
thought.
yeah. No thought.
Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh man, y'all take I blanked out, man. I had concussion, so my mind could be here one day, and my mind could go right then and there. My mind is really gone. I cannot think of the word I'm looking for. Oh snap!
Wow.
Oh man, I literally I'm getting so mad right now. I'm getting so mad
Don't get
because
mad.
I
Just slow it down. It'll come back to you.
what they call it. Oh man, what's the word I'm looking for?
What? What?
Let me look in the chat. Let me look. Maybe they could come up to it. You know how white people were saying like black people getting to college because of this and that.
Right.
I can't think of the word for it. Like my mind just went blank just that
Oh,
quick.
they cheat. They paying for the entrance exams.
Not just that. It's a term that I'm looking for. It's a term that I'm looking for.
Okay.
You got the definition, Muhammad. You got the definition. I just can't think of the. Let me look in the chat. Maybe they got it. I'm sorry. I don't have the clues to where y'all like. My mind just went blank out of nowhere. I swear I'm so mad right now.
Oh, okay. Well, here's another nugget too. It's a different topic. When we get done with this live, go on Ticket TV. He showed a video of some. Look, she appeared to be white or maybe a white Latino girl. I know it wasn't in California, but she spray painted a mural of Nipsey Hussle, and you can hear people in the background. You can hear this girl saying, "Don't spray the face, spray the other part, but you can spray the other." And I'm saying, yo, nobody did nothing to stop this girl, this woman. And I'm like, yo, man, where are we at, bro? Where are we at? Go right on Ticket TV. He left it in the description box. Pull it up. I'm telling you, y'all, you're gonna be like, what the hell? Yeah, it's crazy, yo. It's crazy, JT.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah. What is wrong with our people, man? Huh? You know, what is wrong, man? Something ain't right out here, man. Something ain't right.
Crazy, man. So that's why
I'm serious. I'm like, forgive me, y'all. I'm so mad that I can't think of that word. I'm
about
so mad.
What
It's
simple?
that word. It's the thing that they try to use against us when we start talking about reparations. I can't think of that doggone word. I
Oh, they
cannot
try to
think of that.
circumvent. They try to circumvent it.
It's a specific phrase that they use.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm getting so mad that I can't think about it right now.
Right, right. Wow.
what's that? Say it again, Jacob. Maybe I couldn't see.
Say it again, Jake. Well,
You know how like when we start complaining about reparations and then like they got like these other minority groups, white women, Indians, so on and so forth, start complaining about well, black people getting to college because of this thing or they get job because of this. I cannot think of that term. My mind just went blank. Oh man, I'm
oh,
getting
what you
so
trying to say
mad
is
right now.
what you trying to say is that that the blacks are getting like different and entities like to go to college, and they
Right,
have
right, right. I'm so mad. I cannot think of that. I'm about to look in the term. I'm about to look in the chat. Y'all in the chat, please help me out. I can't. Like my mind literally went blank. Y'all gotta
right.
excuse me, y'all. Like I had like two concussions, so my mind go blank like that. It literally
Don't worry
go
about it.
blank
Don't
like
worry
that.
about it, brother.
Oh
Don't
man, I
worry about
cannot
it.
think of the term.
Don't worry about it, brother.
Don't worry about it.
You know.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, brother. We have to fix a lot up, brother. I mean, damn, it's gonna be. See, I have people still telling me, JT, oh, but man, why you want to deal with it? You older now? Let them deal with that, man. You're gonna be stretched
Affirmative
out there.
action. Affirmative action is what I want to say. Affirmative
Affirmative
action.
action.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. You see
Okay.
how they sit up there and I'm pretty sure that these white women that just went on trial for scamming college to where they had all these black innocent, as they call it, innocent youth that work
Hmm.
their ass off, whether it be through athletics or academically, and where
Right.
they could pay their way through college.
Right.
You see, that shit is crazy. Affirmative action
Right.
is what I was looking for, though. It took me just so long to take. I
That's
had to
all
go
right.
look. My fault, y'all. My fault, y'all.
that's
No,
how you
no, you came up with the answers. See, that's good. Hey, listen, we human, man. We allowed to lose our train of thought sometimes. We allowed that. So don't worry about that.
right. Don't beat yourself up on that.
Right. All
Yeah.
right. But it,
Yeah,
it, it's
but like, but these young people, they don't know when they want to be a gangster or they want to be a thug, man. Yo, that's not cool, man.
Man, I came from an era where it wasn't even cool to be a gangster, bro.
Can't do that, man.
right.
Well, we,
I think too that's what broke me into coaching in the early '90s, JT. You know, I saw. I don't know. I guess you can say I saw a duty to get our kids out of a certain condition.
right.
So, and like what I did was my selling point was, listen, man, I'm not trying to crash your dreams of being a professional player. However, you could parlay this into a college education or a trade education and do for self. Okay?
Facts. Facts.
You might have to work for the other man for the first few years of your formative work life, but after a while, you save your money, you invest wisely, and get your own business and start doing for self.
I always
See?
say, always have a plan B, because you could be the next LeBron James, but if you tear your ACL up, your your stock drops. Always have a
Right.
plan B. Like don't get me wrong, bro. There's somebody right now that's playing in Record Park, in Record Park right now. That's probably the best basketball player y'all ever seen.
Sure. Sure. Oh,
But at the
well, let
same
me
time,
tell
it's
you.
like yo, like don't just automatically assume that sports gonna be your only way out, and that really sickens me
Right.
with my people. We need to stop
Right.
looking at just as music and sports as our only way out. We got to stop that.
Right. Right.
Stop doing that.
Go be a lawyer. Go be a doctor. Go be you can work in the
Exactly.
right. Like one
Like
of my great nephews.
being that y'all so younger under us,
Right.
technology as of right now. If you really want to make money, that's going you could pass both down to your family. Go to school for computers. Technology is the way to go right now. That
That's
ain't
right.
going away no time soon.
That's
Go
right.
get money from that. Go
Hey,
get money from that.
listen. And I'm gonna piggyback on that right now, Jaquel. Starting with JT, with members of the LDBC, which is the Lions Den Boxing Yo, I'm amazed how my black brothers are using this internet tool to get their message across. Isn't that something, brother?
Facts. Facts.
That's never
They
talked about.
following should be way bigger than what it is, to be honest with
Right,
you. JT's too.
right. But isn't that a hell of an achievement, bro? I mean, because
I guarantee you, if they look like Max Kellerman,
oh,
they'll have a big
sure,
following.
sure, sure, sure. I mean, my hat goes off to these brothers, and that's why when I got into it, um, somebody had told me, one of the brothers, yo, man, you always come with positive vibes for us. He said, why is that? I said, because I come from a non-technical, stage from back, from the computer. To see y'all do this is an eye opener for me. And I love seeing this because I love seeing you young brothers use the tool that was given to you and using it wisely. Now, some people don't use it wisely,
Yes,
but you
sir.
can make your own thing. You know, you don't even have to leave your house, bro.
Facts. That's my thing. Make your own thing up. Even if you want to be a rapper, don't aim for a record deal. Aim for getting your own distribution deal.
Right,
Cause that's
right,
where the money at. Whenever you
right,
get distribution,
right.
this is why Michael Jackson was so dope. He owned catalogs and distributions to certain type of artists, bro.
That's right.
That's where y'all gotta go at. Go get man. Look, this is why they attack Marcus Garvey because he wanted distribution.
Right,
You could be a millionaire just selling shit like bananas.
right,
Get distribution.
right.
Learn. That's all we gotta do. We could
We
get
could,
rich off of the most simplest of things.
we could do trade amongst ourselves in different forms. We won't even need this so-called financial system.
I'm
All
from a
we have to
small
do is
town. I'm from a small town, bro, and I don't see this in too many other towns. It's called
right,
bartering. It's called bartering to
right.
where like you could go from this barbershop. He might give you a coupon to go to the shoe store and get like 15% off of your next pair of Jordans, which I'm
See,
not a fan of.
right,
He might send you a coupon after you buy some Jordans to go get you something from the butcher or wherever.
right, right.
That
You
way
see what
we
I'm saying?
distribute. We all sit up there and we put wealth into our own community.
You see what I'm
And
saying?
and and this system knows we could do that, and that's why they discourage y'all with stuff like Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Rosewood,
Right,
because they don't want you to be great, because they
right,
know y'all could be great. That's why
right,
COINTEL was invented. COINTELPRO was invented because of our intellect as a
right,
people, and then
right.
from a common sense basis.
Exactly,
Y'all just gotta
exactly.
wake up, man. Each and every one of us gets it in our own way.
Right, right. You a bright young brother, Jaqual. I got to tell you, man, you a bright young brother, bro. It's so refreshing to hear you speak like this, brother. And I tell people, you can't paint all the young brothers like that. I'm sorry. There's some brothers out there that got it going on.
I had to learn through trial and error. I really
We
had to
all
try
did.
that because my
We all
first
did.
love, man, I came up to an era to where like if I didn't make it to the NBA, my family was gonna starve. I didn't
Right.
make it to the NBA. I tore my Achilles up playing college ball. I
Same
went
here.
work.
Yeah.
I went work. I had a
Yeah.
plan B, and that worked for my
Yeah.
family. That worked for my
Yeah.
family. And now I'm trying to make it to where I could create an enterprise to where I can have something that's going to distribute my wealth, but it's also going to benefit my community. And
Right.
that's what
Thank
we
you.
all got to do. Like, I'm sick of having Arabs in these Asian communities. No offense to them, because they're doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not going to knock their hustle, but it's nowhere in
Right.
the world that we shouldn't have way more properties. And that's why I
Right.
salute Nipsey Hussle so much, because
Right.
he fought against gentrification in his neighborhood.
That's what he did.
That's what we gotta do.
Yeah. And we got to do it on a bigger scale, on a grander scale. Exactly.
Prime example. Prime example. I give y'all a prime example of how much power we got in this country.
Uh-huh.
Just on Black Friday alone, we spend half of what the nation's capital every year.
The gross national product, right?
Right. I take it one step further.
1.7
I take it one step.
1.7 trillion.
I
Yeah.
take it one step further.
Mm.
Every time y'all send y'all kid to college that's
Yeah.
gifted in basketball, football,
Yeah.
whatever collegiate sport they're in, why don't we sit up there and try to create our own league?
Thank you. Thank you.
Because you know why? Because we still in the mindset leasing capital and understand capital could build us generation wealth. We don't like to see things grow. We like things in the moment, and that is our problem, man.
That's a fact. We
Right.
don't think long term. And this
He's
is
a
exactly why I be trying to tell younger people. Don't bring no child into this world. Like don't have sex unprotected if you don't have no got doggone mind frame to where you can have a child potentially come out of it. And if you have something to pass down to your children's children, that's
Exactly.
irresponsible. That's very
Exactly.
irresponsible.
Exactly.
Not even an ideal that you can pass down to your children. If you can't make it to where you can pass down something to your children, whether it be financially, at least pass them something down to where it can have knowledge in it, to where they
Right.
could be better than you.
Right.
We don't do that no more,
Right.
and that's sad.
It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad.
And brothers, wrap it up, yo. If a woman, she said, I can't, yeah, I'm allergic to condoms. All right, bye bye. Women,
Right.
wrap it up. If that man don't want to have, if you, and I'm saying like this, if you said tell that man wrap it up and he don't want to, that's not the one for you. You
That's right.
gotta be smart.
And also on the
Salute
back
divine
end of
wisdom. My fault. Go ahead, OG. Go ahead, OG.
that, and on the back end of that, make sure the woman that you get involved with don't touch your condom because she could poke a hole in it.
Yep.
That's a fact. First of all, I always look at it like this, bro. Whenever you sit up there and you have sexual intercourse with a person, that's the
Yeah,
gateway to your subconscious. I
that's right.
always look at it that way.
That's right.
How many times have you had sex with a person and you was like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yes, sir.
And check out the dad. And check
That's
out
a gateway to your subconscious. So if a woman don't build with you mentally, spiritually, intellectually, even
Right.
financially to a degree,
Right.
9 out of 10, you should not put your seed or even put your private part in that person's area, whether you male or female.
That's right.
Think about your children's children before you sit up there and you make a reckless decision. Because
Facts.
what you do not only affects you, but that affects your children.
Facts.
Think long term. We
Facts.
like this system created us to be so doggone short term to where it just I'm gonna do me.
Right.
I didn't see somebody clown somebody because they ain't have Jordans on their feet.
Right.
My thing is, why are you clowning this person because he don't have Jordans on his feet? He got shoes. He not walking
Right.
barefooted.
Right.
That's my thing.
Right.
So start thinking long term, people, man. Like
Yeah.
y'all hypnotized by what the media portrays y'all to make y'all believe that that's what y'all should portray yourselves as. We greater than that as a people. We all are.
Right.
Listen to my OGs when they talk to y'all. My OG Muhammad, my OG JT, she, brother
Yes.
Rob.
Sheep is
Listen to these brothers.
right.
Listen to the sisters, Rain and Woman, Poetic Kales. Listen, they trying to teach us.
Right. Brother Art. Yep. Same thing.
Brother
Yep.
Art, yes sir. Malik, brother Malik. This man
Yes,
got his own filming company.
that's what I'm saying.
Do y'all thing, bro. Like stop thinking so short term. Don't think linear, think in a circular moment. Because
Right,
us as an African culture, we was always taught that things has a cycle. Cycle
right.
meaning circular. A circular
360
life. Look at Lion King. They even teach you in Lion King, even though I don't like Disney movies like that, a circular life. It's a
Right,
cycle. So if you
right.
create a generation of wealth, that that system that you pass on to your next generation, it's
Exactly.
gonna repeat that same circle every time.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Yeah. And Divine,
Exactly.
she said, hitters on the deck, facts, get married. Right. There's nothing wrong getting married to the nice one and settle down, man. It's nothing wrong with that. Don't let nobody.
Ain't nothing, man. Look, ain't nothing wrong with getting married, bro. Like, ain't nothing wrong with making your woman an honest woman. If you love that woman, bro, don't get me wrong. Although I got my legal issues with a marriage contract, but at the same time, bro, if you love that woman, make an honest woman out of her. And if she's an
Right.
honest woman, she should be that supportive system that she has to stand behind you.
Right.
Just be
Right.
mindful where you plant your seed at.
And,
Cause now, like,
Right.
it's so embarrassing to hit a turn baby mama and baby daddy. That is so
Right.
embarrassing.
Exactly.
That is so
Exactly.
embarrassing. I didn't heard a woman told me personally, you gonna be my next baby daddy. And I thought that was the most disrespectful thing anybody could tell me. That's
Thank you.
disgusting to me.
Thank you.
and you know, and the one thing too, I remember Lady Mocha did a live not too about hours ago, and she was talking about back in the days, man court when you try to talk to a woman and she had a nice body, but you trying to get a number because you don't know you just want to see it again. It's all about courting. We don't do that no more. You know,
At all. We don't do that at all, bruh.
it's
Like if
everything
listen,
fast. Everything is fast. So what she was saying, I'm just picking it off that we let this social media, do things for us instead of just like do things like court. And I'm saying like this that, and it goes to she's talking about the men, and that is so true that at times it's so easy. Like she said, especially if you know you ain't seeing that woman again, that she come out somewhere, you gonna do whatever you can to get her attention or get that number and talk to her, so you can see her again in court and go out and everything. But now
facts.
everything is so fast now. What happened? What happened when you caught up? And that goes to men and women. Well, what happened that if
That's supposed to be an adventure. You absolutely right, JC.
yeah, when you have $15 and then you go get a soda or get something like that, and you just sit in the park around ducks and all that, and just talk and everything. What do you want in life? You talking about I want kids in life, and then after that, man, everything. You take walk holding hands and everything, and you told them like how much you meant to. You know what I'm saying? That be some cool shit. And then after that, you just build it. You know what I'm saying? You just build it. And then if that man or woman is good enough, to marry, you marry. But see, people are fail to understand. See, I'm talking like this because I was married for 9.5 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm talking. But see, I'm married on one. So, but I didn't know at the time. But it happens. But I'm saying like make time. It don't have. I'm saying like money. Money should be a necessity. Money should be like okay. Make sure the lights be on. Make sure that all the bills paid. Whatever it is. If you have kids, make sure they full clothes and shelter. That's what it's all about. But I'm
I
saying.
put it to y'all like this in simplest terms. How many of y'all gonna be proud to tell your kid what was my dad like? Or what was my mom like? Or how special it was for y'all whenever they make like in their teenage years? When they trying to find out what memories they should look for when they create new memories with the next person and their generation. Think about that. Just think about that.
And
I
I think
always ask my mama like, "Yo, mama, what song did you like whenever I was born?" She told me Key Sweat all the time. So I like Key Sweat. But I'm just saying though, it's like nobody create memories no more from when they have kids. Point
Right.
blank, period.
but see,
With white people, like I give you a prime example, with white people, they'll tell you like their first date. They'll tell you their first date they had with that person. Who the fuck have a first date now? Who?
but see, this is the key. This is the key here, and I want Muhammad the one to elaborate on it, to express it, and then even the people in the chat. You gotta know yourself first. When you know yourself first, that woman would know that you had confidence in yourself, and that be a turn on for her. Let me tell you, a woman love a man that got strong masculinity, and then I'm saying,
Facts.
she a real woman. I'm saying like, yeah, she wants you to take out. She ain't gonna care how what bank you got, especially if she know
Facts.
you improving and stuff like that. But see, we got the wrong kind of woman out here. So the real, there are real women out here. It's not being noticed. So they the ones in the society get pushed in the back. And so like brothers like me, and so brothers like me, I'm sorry. Am I set my own ways? Yeah. I want a good woman, but I'm not gonna just settle that I was before. But
You shouldn't just settle.
let's see.
You should not just settle.
I'm not
Because at the end of
settling.
the day,
No, I'm
that's a
not
woman that you
settling.
gotta implant. That's a woman that you gotta implant your second generation after you.
Yeah, I'm
So you
saying
right.
that
You
people
right. That's
right.
your
I'm not
concubine.
selling, but at the same time, though, I always told people, you think what's single is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I would like to be in a nice relationship one day. But I don't want to be wasted. I don't want you just to accept me as a friend, and then when you see something that you like, and then you want to cast me aside. But see, there's many levels to this shit too in these days. See, back then, you know what you get into. Back then, you had to work, and in the case you get it, you'll be much more appreciative about it. And so, yeah, God planned, amen. Right. Yeah, I agree on that. Divine wisdom. I really do believe in that. But at the same time, we gotta put in the work. If you know that person's a good person, if you know that person is good, you gotta put in the work.
I
If
definitely agree with that.
put in
I
the
definitely agree with that.
If a person is not ready to put in the work, that person is not for you. And like I said, oh, I'm
Take
tired.
it from me. Take it from me, bro. I just lost a good
Oh, I
woman
got
that tried to
more.
put in the work for me.
It's always excuses. If a person give you
Facts.
excuses, that means they're not interested to you. They're interested in something else. And then you just let it go with stuff like that, man.
Facts. School them.
Man and women. I'm just letting you know.
That's
Man,
a fact, man. That's a big fact. And one thing we gotta start realizing, bro, is always something bigger than yourself. That's point blank. Period. Don't let your pride be the reason why you're not happy in the long run. I had to learn that shit the hard way. That don't mean that you gotta pander or be a simp ass dude. That don't mean that shit. But that just mean that you gotta recognize they got somebody out there that's been going through the same shit that you've been going through, and y'all just met up with each other through destiny.
yeah,
Point blank. Period.
yeah. Mom is the one getting into
And
it.
don't sit up there and settle for nothing that don't just like if you sit up there and settle for just somebody that just look good for that night, then you doing a disservice to yourself. Sit up there if a woman don't look good to you in 10 years to where you can't see her having stretch marks, if she don't look good to you in your mind to where she can have stretch marks and still look good to you or she gain weight, then don't mess with her.
That's true.
Start
Yeah,
being don't be vague, bro. Like dead ass.
that's
But
true.
go ahead, OG.
Mom, I was the one. Get into it, please.
Well, I'll say this much. Okay, in my teachings and everything, the black man is God, and if you show godly tendencies through the above through the Creator, she'll follow.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
she will follow. So that being said, um, the thing is, when you look at a woman in totality, you're just not looking at her body. You know, you're looking at her personality. You're looking at everything. You're trying to study everything about her. Okay, like for me, I like a woman that wears a dress, a long dress, because let me conjure up my imagination of what she looks like, you know, underneath that dress. Okay, as of where when they wear tight pants, you already see it. So you're exposing yourself. You see. So sometimes what you look for is what do you want and how are you going to serve that woman and is how she going to serve you. So, because you're not going to go up to her talking all kind of crazy stuff, okay? But at the same time, you wouldn't expect that from her to talk to you like that.
That's right.
So, you know, it's a way of getting it across, and there's that connection that's always made, okay? Now, for me, over the years, what I used to do, I used to befriend them first because I wanted to see how they act in certain situations.
Yeah.
See, yeah. So once I see how they acted in certain situations, or if the noose got tighter, and I want to see how they react, then I said, okay, this one is a keeper, and then I'll make my move to advance that relationship. Okay, and we go off onto the sunset, whatever. But the thing is, sometimes hang out a little bit with them. Just
Yeah.
hang out, go around town. It don't take a lot of money to spend or whatever. You can go to a nice park. You can go here. You can go there. Sit down, have a little bite to eat. Hang out and see and talk to her and see. And when you're talking to her, you make sure you're looking at her. You
Yep.
understand? Because that eye contact when you're speaking, it's a lot of volume. It brings a lot of volume. The volume is
He
turned up.
teaching y'all game. He teaching y'all game.
You understand? So, just look at her. Don't look away, because when you look away, you're not self-confident. It's like when you sell something. You're not selling the product, you're selling your confidence to make that
Facts.
product sell.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead, JT.
And also go more. Your point, Muhammad, is the one. Notice of her body signatures too. If she's like looking at you and you see how she touched your hand and
Right,
she put her arms around you and she just like
right,
little by little getting closer to you and stuff, let
right,
it and everything, and then she look at you, and then all you
right.
just need to do just reach it just a tiny bit, and then she feel it, she gonna kiss you, and then she gonna
Yep,
like, and then at the same time, you got something special. But I always
exactly.
tell people,
When the last time y'all sat up there and dedicated a song to a woman? I'm from the old
Oh
school,
man.
bruh. I'm from the old school. I
Oh
remember when I used to
man.
call a radio station. I used to call my girl at the time when I was a
Right,
teenager. Be like, "Yo, turn on the radio. I'll dedicate a song to you." When the last
right.
time y'all did that?
Wow.
When the
A
last time
long
y'all let
time, brother.
Luther
I say, I,
or when the last time y'all let them talk to man? Look, bruh, y'all don't know what y'all man. These youngins, bruh.
Yo.
yeah, well, I said that maybe like twice, and I was over two, so.
Well, now with
Man, you
technology,
man back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, you used
oh
to sit up there and you record a mixtape on a
yeah,
radio, and you just wish the DJ would just shut up, and you record
right,
all the old school jams. Man, look,
yeah,
bruh. When the
right.
last time y'all dedicated a love song to your significant other?
Oh yeah, well, I did that not too long ago with technology.
That's
I
dope.
te-
That's
I
dope.
text this song to her, but before I texted to her, I said I dedicate this song to you because when I hear this song, I think of you.
Ooh,
And I
damn,
texted to
damn.
her. I texted to her, and
You
yo,
see what I'm saying? You
yo,
see what I'm saying?
she called me after it was over, and she said, "Wow." She said, "Muhammad." She said, "I didn't know you felt like that." I said, "Hey,
You
you
see what
know,
I'm saying? When the last
yeah,
you don't see nobody doing that these days to where you could just send them a song and
But
you
if
be
you
like,
that's
this
right."
song made me think about you.
it's
Is
gotta
y'all
be a good
serious?
woman, though. It's gotta be a good woman. You cannot do that to everyone.
Right. Just it's
Don't
got to
get me
be a
wrong.
real special.
Don't get me
It's
wrong.
got
Don't
to
get
be
me
a
wrong.
special
Because
one.
I always said this, man. A woman is your better half, so it's a little bit of you inside of every good woman. So I always say this, man. You always know what woman innately, subconsciously,
Right.
you know what woman you could dedicate that to.
Right.
Subconsciously, you know that. If
Right.
a woman sit up there and offer you everything on a first night, 9 out of 10, that means she's not for you, bro.
Right. Right.
Or sometimes it does work out, but that's a small percentage. But I understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying though, I have like if you don't make okay, I can't speak for every man. I just know for me, if a woman don't make me chase after her, I don't want it. It's too easy
Uh,
if you just give it to me in my lap. If I know I could just get it anytime I want, I don't want it.
And
I
also,
like a woman to
right.
have a little bit of resistance to where
and,
she could honestly
Right.
just say that I got faith in him. I got faith that he could protect me and secure me and financially support. I want a woman like that.
and, all,
Right.
I want, you know what
and
I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't want a woman that's just gonna just give it up just to trap me because maybe she got some good stuff down there. Just
yeah,
because you got some good stuff down there, that just make you good for that night. Point
Right.
blank. Period.
and also too. And I always tell men and women, if you really care for that person, yeah, of course you gotta be friends. Make sure that person means so much to you when you think about him and her in the relationship. Do not
Yes, sir.
you do not carry
Yes,
along.
sir.
You're gonna be a friend. So I told, if you're gonna be a friend, say you're gonna be a friend. Don't waste that man's time. Don't waste that woman's time, and don't
Facts.
waste the man's time, cause it's not
Fact.
fair. Not fair. If you
Yes,
want
sir.
to be with a person, then you gotta stay the course. There is a process go with it, and you have to want to do it. If two people do
Right.
not want to do it, it doesn't make no sense even to be a friend.
And
Exactly.
again, we not saying that as a man that you gotta pander to a woman to where you gotta be a simp ass nigga. We not
Right.
saying that. And as a woman, we not saying that you gotta be 100% submissive to us. All we saying is we just gotta remember our roles. Let us
Right.
as men be men and y'all be women. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Right. 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 Exactly. 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 Well, look, fellas, I'm about to
Yeah,
raise
yeah,
up,
no, no,
man.
no, no, I'm getting ready to close up. Make your last remarks, and and and,
Okay, brother.
and jump on.
All right. Well, again, thanks, for putting me on, JT. Much due respect to you and your channel.
Anytime.
It was we had fun. Brother Jaquel, it's always good to hear your voice, brother, and the knowledge that you kick, the wisdom and the understanding that you have for a young brother. I'm impressed. You know what I mean? And look, brother, you keep going the way you're going, you're gonna be all right. All right. And to the chat, much love to everybody in the chat. To my fellas and the queens in there. Whoever's in there, because I can't see the chat. Everybody, peace be upon them. Be careful out here in these streets. Keep your eyes open and your ears to the ground because things are changing. But the real significant change comes with us, the original man and woman of this planet Earth. That's where the real change is going to come. I know we think we may not see it, but if we keep pushing forward with our agenda, people will catch on eventually. So with that said, I bid everybody peace and paradise and have a good night.
Okay, stay right there, John Quell. Last remarks, please.
As always, like I do at this time, first and foremost, salute to you, JT, for giving us a platform to where we could speak to
Anytime.
not only just people of our age or older or younger. Thanks for giving us a platform always. Thank y'all for giving me the knowledge that y'all always give me, from Brother Muhammad to Brother Rob, anybody that's on the panel. Salute to everybody. Miss Silk, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? I saw you shouting me out in the comments, so salute to you, Silks. I wanted to make sure I shouted you out. Poetic Kale, shout out to you as well. But you know what I'm saying? Like I always say, man, I love y'all. Thank y'all for the knowledge that I always acquire from each and every one of y'all, whether y'all be in the chat or on the panel. And let's just be greater than we were today, tomorrow. Let's be a greater version of ourselves tomorrow. Let's do that. Peace. And I love y'all.
Oh, JT, before
Yeah,
you go,
yeah, yeah.
I just wanted to wish Silks to get better because I noticed I saw something in the chat that her sugar was low.
Yeah.
So she went to lay down. And Silks, I hope everything works out. Get your sugar level back up, sweetheart. We need you.
Yeah, yeah, we
All right,
need
we
you.
love you.
Yeah, shout out to Silks. Hope you get better.
Yeah,
And
we
everybody,
love you.
Big
We,
facts, man. Silks, we really do need you. So
right,
take care of that. Take care. I got you in my prayers as well. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. I just wanted to add that real quick. Go ahead, JT.
yeah,
Also, before JT, I hate to cut you off, but I always, every time I see my brother Muhammad, I always feel honored whenever he pull up on the panel, knowing that my brother was sick and all the hardships that he had to overcome, and he still managed to come through and drop knowledge on me and my generation and younger. He always show love, everything, man. Thank you so much, brother, and I'm so glad you doing all right, man. Cause I know the hardships you had to go through, seeing you in the hospital and all that. So much love to you, OG.
Thank you, my brother. And it's much greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. I appreciate JT and the family out there on the chat. Yeah, it was a rough go, but thank all praises due to Allah, man. He saw fit for me to get through. You understand? So
okay.
you know, and a lot of people don't make it through, but hey, he's giving me another chance. And like you said, tomorrow starts another day. Let's be that much greater. Tomorrow
Yes,
starts.
sir.
It's your first day. It's the first new day of your life going forward, and I really appreciate that, brother.
Okay. Now, finally, I want to thank it. At first, it got a little slow and everything, it picked up a little bit. I would like, some more people to get in a panel so we can have fun and talk like this. But, the way it is way it is. Um, and before we get out of here, I want to thank Divine Wisdom, Monique Hill, Holy One, The Lovely Poetic Kells, Tony Smith, Silks BB Scratchy. I hope you will be all right.
How can I forget Monique Hill? Salute, good sister.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't greet you sooner. I'm sorry.
okay, okay. Black Goddess, thanks for coming. Just before you TV, thank you so much for coming. Gal Talk Media, Diane DeBoer, thanks for coming. Jay Lanta '09, thanks for coming. Roy, Black Butterfly herself, Raw Honest T, thanks for coming. Thanks for having somebody to come to my chat or the other chat earlier. Muhammad's the one. I'm sorry, Spirit of Truth. Thanks for coming. Pretty Apple. Thanks for coming. Very much appreciate it. I said Monique Hill. She's her. I'm Monique Hill. Let me stop. I like so they come for that and hey, you see, I think I missed somebody. I don't know. I think I missed somebody. No, I ain't missed nobody. So we just want to thank everybody to come. I will have the fellowship live. later on. Early, it's going to be early evening, but I might do a early sports. I mean early sports. I mean early morning live. So may hopefully watch out for that and everything. And let's do it. So on this note, until next time, this one is Ghost.
Peace.